people, what's going on? It's your boy Richie Rich over here in monk mode, you know what I'm saying? Chilling on this Saturday evening. Tonight we got a special guest, you know what I'm saying? He goes by the name of Blackmen Travels. You know, it's hard for me to get up with this brother. I had to call Colombia, talk to the president, and say, put them on curfew in order to get an interview with this guy. I had to call the whole country. They said, who is the guy? I said, this brother Aaron from Blackmen Travels. They were like, yo, we don't know where he at. We just gonna lock down the whole fucking city and we'll get him that way. He'll be on your channel today though, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody in the chat. CJ Foy, I see your homeboy. Cam B, what's good? We're gonna give you some updates. Jamal in the building. What's going on, Jamal? Jay Lever, Mega Bitch. Shout out to Mega Bitch. He said, this is for the fish sandwich fun. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, man. Salute to you, my brother. Well, welcome to the show, Blackmen Travels, man. Tell the people who you are, man. Let them know a little something about you.
Hey, man. What's up, man? This is Aaron Ferris with Blackmen Travels, the brother from Atlanta, Georgia, independent filmmaker. And just a world traveler, man. Really enjoying myself out here in Medellin, chopping up with my boy Rich, fella ATLian.
Right, man. You supposed to be casting me in the movie, man. What happened, man?
Oh, I got you on the next one, man. I definitely got you on the next one. I definitely got you.
Hey, I'll be that dude that, you know, open the door. I do something stupid, it don't matter. As long as I get some credits. I gotta get some credits.
I gotta put you and Drees in a joint. So
that's what's up.
I got you. No, I got you, bro.
Shout out to Apex, M4, MJB. Shout out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure y'all share it. Hit the like button. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to do that. But yeah, brother. So tell us a little bit about what's going on in Colombia, man. Let us know what's happening, man. Where you at, man? Where you been and all that good stuff, brother? Uh-oh. Like you fell off.
Yeah, I'm back here. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, we good.
So yeah, man. So just tell the brother what you got going on, man, and what all you went through just to get to Colombia. Well, let's start in the beginning, man.
Okay, man. They are very, very serious about that COVID test situation, brothers. You really got to have that your ducks in a row with that piece of paper. I had to take 2 tests because the first test that came back didn't come back in time within that 96-hour time frame. So basically within that 96 hours, which is 4 days, you have to have a negative COVID test. So a lot of these places will tell you that they can get you results. They'll say rapid test. They have a lot of funny style language on the websites. You'll get your test back in 48 hours, which is 9 times out of 10 going to be a lot. From my experience, the best thing to do was go to labdoctor.org down in Fort Lauderdale, and they're the only ones that give you your results back the same exact day. Basically, you have that option, or you have the option to have them actually come to your spot and do a test for you, and they basically take the test to the lab to get the results for that same day as well. But that one costs a lot of money. That one costs like $300, and if you're not in Miami, it's going to be $350. So I suggest go to labdoctor.org to get your test. Just fly into Fort Lauderdale. If you got like a little extra few hours, you know, just go ahead and take the test. You know, maybe stay over there a day, because I was basically stuck in Florida for about Thursday, Friday, like 2 nights. So yeah, get that test done. And also, it's an app called Migration Check. It's basically like, you know how we go to the DR, Rich, we got to fill out that little form before we get off and give it to the immigration officer. This is a little bit better because it's an app and it's for Colombia. So you want to fill that out before you even get to the airport, because what's going to happen is a lot of people will have a COVID test, right? But they won't have the app, because you have to fill it out and get the confirmation email to show the people at the airport in the line. So what's going to happen is when you get in the line, most people are not going to have that filled out. So you're going to be able to just whip right on through. So those are 2 very important things.
What? The form is to tell what?
The form?
Yeah.
All the form is saying is you haven't been around COVID. You haven't been in quarantine for 14 days. It's basically, you know, you telling them, you know, you don't have COVID, basically in a nutshell. It's about, you got to type in your passport number, What else you gotta do on there? You type in a lot of information. What throws people off is you gotta say the United States in Spanish. So I think it's Estudios Unidos or something like that. So sometimes they can kind of throw you off, but everything is in English, but some of the words, you might not know. So click on that because you'll be sitting there looking for America to ask you where you're from. It's not on there. It's going to be in Spanish. So it's like Estadios Unidos, I think, something like that. Unidos, something.
So when you fill that out, you can pull that up on your phone so they can see it, or you got to have a physical paper?
No, you can just download the app, Migration Check, go to your Google Store or your Apple Store and just download it and then fill it out 24 hours before your flight. You're going to need your passport number. What else? They ask you to attach the COVID test, but they only accept PDFs, so you don't have to attach it. Once you fill it out, the app, they'll send you a confirmation email, and that confirmation email is what you have to show the people at the airport in America and in Colombia before you get through customs.
All right, question. I hear a lot of brothers talking about taking like a fake COVID test so they won't miss their flight, like some stuff they making online. Do they really check the paperwork on that, or what's the deal on that?
I'm gonna tell you, one guy got all the way to boarding the plane. They check it before you before you even get in the line to get your boarding pass. They check it there, right? Then they check it again right before you board your flight. When you wait on your flight, I seen them turn one guy around. He was pissed the fuck off.
I mean, are they really like just looking at this motherfucker and just examining it?
Okay, everybody's different, right? So the guy in Colombia looked at it a little bit longer than the people in Miami, because the people in Miami was basically like going through. But when you get to Colombia, that's when they kind of really looking at it. But they're not scanning. I'm just gonna say this: they're not scanning anything. So that gives you a hint. They're not scanning nothing. There's no barcodes or anything like that. And most people are gonna have a test on their phone. So the guy in Colombia in Medellin just no. I flew through Barranquilla. I'm sorry, I flew through Barranquilla. So yeah, he looked at it a little bit. It's really about, hey, you got ice cold in your veins. You do you. It's what your comfort level is. I would just take the test personally.
Right.
Because I know in Georgia, you get a free test in Georgia.
You get a who?
You can get a free test in Georgia.
Right.
Yeah, you get a free test.
But you took a test in Georgia initially, right?
Huh?
You took a test in Georgia initially, right?
Yeah. I didn't take the
state
test.
That?
It didn't come back in time.
Let me pay the bill real quick. Shout out to CJ Ford for the Cash App donation. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. We're going to link up on another trip soon, hopefully, man. WTU in the building. Shout out to Jay Mitch. Shout out to Fitness to Travel, man. Good job you're doing on your channel, bro. Check them out. Appreciate everybody in the chat. So, yeah, man. So tell us about, you took a test in Atlanta. What happened, bro?
The results didn't come back within the 96 hours. I took a 48-hour test, and it didn't come back until 4 days later. So it wasn't going to be valid. That's the main thing they're really looking at. They're looking at the time frame, the date you took the test. So That's why I say, in my opinion, it's better if you take the joint in Fort Lauderdale that I know for a fact will get your results back, the same day.
All right, hold on. Okay. So I called the testing place and I asked them about the flight and everything. They said the date that they're going to put on your test is the day that they receive the results. Not the day you take it, but the day you receive the results. Is that correct?
That's not correct, I don't think. That's not what I read.
So it's the day you actually took it?
The day you take it, bro. Yeah, the day you take it. You got to get there within that 96-hour time frame to Colombia. So
you damn sure got to have it back in 2 days.
Yeah, you got to have it back in like 2 days, yeah. Yep, for sure. A lot of brothers have been getting banged up by that joint, bro. A lot. I've seen a lot of dudes get banged up by that joint. So however you want to work around it, I suggest go ahead and just try to take the free one, and then hopefully you'll be back in time.
I guess Rolly gonna be my new nickname. I don't know. I ain't too fond of it, but whatever y'all want to call me, man.
Rolly.
Yeah, everybody been calling me
What's
Rolly
up,
lately.
Rolly?
But whatever y'all want to call me, man. Shout out to Rami. It's all good. You know, I don't too much like it, but you know, sometimes you don't like nicknames, so you just go with it. But
You know,
it's all good.
you know, they give you that nickname, it can stick. It can stick. A little kid called me Bobo one day, and now I'm damn Bobo to the family. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Right.
little bit better light. There we go. It's a little bit better.
Let's see that
Can you hear
view,
me
man.
good?
That view, man.
Let's
They
see.
say you ain't really in Colombia, man.
I'm here, man.
You in Columbia, South Carolina, they said.
Nah, man, we in Medellin, baby.
You in El Poblado?
Yeah, Poblado, yep. Yes, sir.
Okay, you out there with Rami Travels, man.
Yeah, we got,
Rami gonna show you around.
man, yeah.
Show him around,
Yeah, man.
Rami.
It's lovely out here, bro. Maybe I'll stay out here. Can you hear me good? Because I know it's a lot of.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Okay, cool.
All right, let me give a shout out to damn, it's taking the time to go through. Got another Cash App donation. Damn, my phone is going slow. Okay, Marquise, brother Marquise. For too much of a hassle to go anywhere else. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. So see, I was trying to go to Panama and they got that 48-hour test.
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah, man.
I keep hearing a lot about Panama. Have you been there already?
Nah, man, I wanted to go, but
Mm.
I've been hearing the tourism thing ain't hitting on shit right now. So I guess a lot of the places are still closed. They really just opening back up, I guess. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
fall
man.
back on that. And then I'm hearing that Colombia might shut down pretty soon. So
Shit, man. Colombia is beautiful, man. You should try to come down here very soon. Because if you get stuck out here, I think you'll be all right. The prices are real reasonable. The food is reasonable. Um, it's a few apps you want to download, most definitely, because you got to watch the taxi drivers.
hey, so hold on before we get to that. So how much money you end up spending by you missed your flight, right?
Yeah. I missed my
So
flight.
so how much money you end up spending? You had to take another corona test, and how much you end up spending on hotels and the whole nine?
Shit, I might have dropped about $400 or something, like about
Extra?
400. Huh?
They didn't get you a room in that. They didn't help you out with a room.
Nah. I got a room at the Holiday Inn. The additional test was like 179. It was like $95 a night for the hotel room. On top of me going to the damn casino playing poker. So I was trying to get the money back, and I got it back. Then it is what it is. That's the advantage of being playing poker. You can always get it back.
Right.
So yeah. But I did drop some bread, man, in Miami because of that bullshit ass test for sure. It was a waste of money.
And you didn't have to pay no extra on the flight or what?
No, it's free change freeze with pretty much most airlines. So American just put me on the flight the next day. And when you fly through Barranquilla, man, it's real convenient because it's a smaller airport and in and out, bro. I've never got out of the airport that fast. Everybody's real nice. As soon as you touch down, man, get on through there. And Barranquilla is it's on the coast of Colombia. So it got like a little small beach area and everything. And it's only like the flight was only like maybe 2.5 hours from Miami. It wasn't
Right.
even that long.
All right. That's what's up, man. So how did you enjoy Barranquilla, man? Was a lot of women out there? They got curfew out there? What?
Okay, this is the thing. Like they are very regional out here, right? Which means like how we from Atlanta, dudes from New York. It's the same way in Colombia, basically. So Barranquilla is a little warmer. The women are beautiful. A lot of people in Barranquilla are like our complexion a little bit, But I loved it, man. I was booed up the whole time with a Colombian chick. So you know, we didn't really get to go out like that. But I was seeing beautiful women everywhere, man. Beautiful women everywhere. They got nice, thick asses out here, bro. Natural too. It's just beautiful women all over the country, so it's hard. But everybody screams about, you know, Medellin basically. But Barranquilla is nice. I would just say have your, you know, your game ready.
Hey, shout out to Branzo, man. I know you sent me a little message. I'm gonna get back with you. And we're gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll hit you up as soon as this live is over, my brother. Shout out to you though. So Barranquilla is lit, huh? Is it better than Cartagena?
Cartagena is beautiful, man. It's just expensive, bro. Like Cartagena is expensive, like for real, for real. So, you know, you go out in Cartagena, take a girl out, you know, you're gonna get taxed a little bit, you know, for the food. Everything is expensive for no reason. I was chilling with some millionaire cat I had met, I was introduced to out here, who owned like 20 vape shops, and he doesn't like Cartagena because it's too expensive. So if a millionaire telling you shit is expensive, that lets you know. Because if you go out in Cartagena, you're gonna spend about a couple of hundred easy. And it's funny. It was funny because I was with an old girl, and we was at the clock tower, and I'm looking at all these women, and she just whipped me right on to the taxi. I'm like, I think we're going somewhere else. And she's like, nah, it's time to go. You know, it's late. Let's go home. I'm like, damn, beautiful women, you know, around here, man. Fucking gorgeous. That's beautiful women everywhere, bro. Everywhere you go in this country is beautiful women. Bro.
She was trying to hide you, huh?
They're gonna try to hide you, bro. They're gonna try to hide you. They're very laid back, but at the same time, if they feel like you know, they love brothers. Let me put it that way. You know, they very. One was calling me her husband last night, and I'm sitting here like, she telling everybody, he's my husband, he's my esposa, he's my esposa. I'm telling her like, I just met you yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Relax.
Yeah, you must put it on, man.
It's funny, man, because you learn a lot about the culture when you go to the grocery store and stuff, right? And at the grocery store, it's like this. And you be like, hold on, like,
in your face.
yeah.
Ain't no
I asked my
space.
they just be choosing, man. I asked my dude, because we got like somewhat of a tour guide out here. And I'm like, yo, what are the women staring at, man? He was like, yo, man, they think you beautiful chocolate, man, go speak to them, man. So I'm like, you know, they love the brothers out here, man, for real. And the funny thing is, you know, I speak broken Spanish, basically. So I'm telling her, you know, te ves hermosa, you know, tu tienes tu novio, like you have a boyfriend. And they just grab their hand, they just giggle. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, let me know something. But what they'll do is they'll run to their homegirl and tell her homegirl what they just said, and they'll just start giggling with each other. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Right. Cam B says, Cam B said, what's some good apps for taxi?
Okay.
Uber still available?
You can use Uber, but Uber is illegal out here. And if they catch you using it, you can get a fine. Right? So you have to be a little bit discreet, because what just happened a minute ago was I was at the wrong location at the actual store, and the Uber driver couldn't actually come in to pick me up in front of the store. I was supposed to walk down and go somewhere else, and I didn't know that. So you can use Uber, but everybody tell you it's illegal, basically. So what you gotta do is ride in the front seat, and usually you're gonna be good. But yeah, you can use Uber. Everybody mostly use Cabify out here. It's called Cabify. Cabbifi or something like that. But you download to your phone, and that's what you use too. And you could be whipping around Colombia, man, $2, $3, $4. It's nothing.
What about the N-Driver? I hear a lot of people talk about that. Shout out to Jay Mitch.
N-Driver as well. Yeah, N-Driver. I use Cabify, but yeah, you definitely can use N-Driver.
Right.
So Uber, you can do, like I say, me and my boy been doing a lot of Uber, and then I do Cabify sometimes.
All right, yeah. I know in Cartagena, man, everybody use taxis though. It's so cheap. It's like what, $2.50 to get around from one side to the other. I mean, it ain't.
You can try to use Uber out there in Cartagena, but it won't find you many cars. Yeah, it take too long, bro.
Right.
I had met a dude from I think he said he was from North Carolina, He was like, yeah, man, it's cool out here. You can use Uber. But when I try to use Uber, you'd be sitting there forever. Yeah, Cabify, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I found Cartagena pretty reasonable though. I mean, I know you saying it was kind of expensive. Are you meaning
Yeah.
like everything in the wall, like the clock tower area?
We went to
Cause
some little bar, you know. We had bought some
oh
drinks.
yeah,
It was
well
kind
yeah,
of,
the bar they'll rip you off. Yeah,
yeah, so I'm saying, yeah, the bars was kind of expensive. The restaurant was somewhat reasonable. When I say expensive, I mean more like
American price.
American prices, basically.
Right.
Because when you hear, I bought drinks for me, my homeboy, and a girl I was introduced to, and she got like I think two beers and Red Bulls. It's $24 for all that. So the prices here are better, in my opinion. Prices here are better.
Right. The in drive, you set your own price
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
accept it. You good. That's
Yep.
cool. That's cool, man.
Yep. Yeah. Just it's better to do these little apps like InDriver, Cabify, and Uber than just get a random taxi. Because you know the apps is kind of like your security to a certain degree. Because yesterday, a dude, one of my homeboys, paid the driver and he drove off with his change, ran like 2 red lights.
Damn.
So because you know you're giving you're getting the taxi driver cash, right?
This is a
So
Medi?
yeah, it was the Laureles. So just imagine you giving a taxi driver like a hundred, what's it, 100 mil or something like that, which is like $25 or something like that. And he's supposed to give you your change back. And instead of he door still open, he
I
just
seen
took
one
off.
do that in Medi too. I seen a dude do that in Medi also.
Yeah, ran
I
the
mean, he
red
hit the
lights and
bottom of the
everything.
hill. His shit was scraping. I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
bro. Yeah, my homeboy was mad as hell. Also, man, this was in, I guess, they little downtown area. One of my homies almost got robbed. You know, it was like a 2-man crew, and the guy, I guess he was walking, huh?
Go ahead.
Now I was saying he was walking, and the guy in front of him pulled out a knife and was showing him the knife, and he knew that the guy behind him, he was going to turn around, he was going to be a guy right there behind him to get him too. So what he did was he ran to the middle of the street, and they just walked away. So
And this was in Carter. I mean, this is in Medellin.
this was in Laureles or something like that, about 15 minutes
Okay.
away from here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's real safe. Hold on,
I
bro.
think you told me something about that. Yeah, I think
It's real safe out here. But I tell my homeboy he be doing too much all the time. I be like, bro, you be everywhere. You know, you be on your dolo mission. You know, trying to fuck every woman. Oh, excuse me, bro. Trying to eat every mango, and you just be putting yourself out there a lot. You know, you be doing a lot. You know, everything. You know, some guys just like to be on a hunt all day, every day. And taxi drivers driving off on you. You know, dudes trying to rob you. Sometimes that means just slow your ass down, relax, bro. You know.
Right.
Trying to run down the hill, walk down the hill, you know?
Now everybody consider that area real pretty nice.
Yeah.
But did this happen in the daytime or what?
This was that. I think he did say it was in the daytime, though. Yeah, this might have said the daytime, yeah.
So there you go, people. You know, we talk about it all the time. Freeze talked about it. People are desperate right now, man. They trying to get that bread, man. So, we tourists, man. We like, chop meat out there, motherfucker. But let me roll the tape on something real quick and show y'all what's going on. I got this directly off Colombia site, so y'all check it out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Basically, what's going on is some pickpocketers. You see, now them three right there, they looking for somebody. They're looking for people with book bags and shit, and they robbing their own people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, money. Hey, they don't care how they get the money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So see the guy. He gonna go in front of the girl, and he gonna try to slow it down. They trying to slow it down. See what they do is unzip your shit, And she probably kind of felt a little nudge that she was checking her shit. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, getting on the bus. See, she getting in the girl bag right there on the bottom, or whoever bag, and they took some shit out of it.
Yeah.
And the other dude is doing interference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One of my a dude out here got for his wallet a couple of days ago. Pickpocket.
Right. I'm not gonna show all of it because some of this stuff they was too slick for my eyes. Like, god damn, what was going on with it now? But yeah, man. So if you want to be really safe while carrying a book bag, put it in front of you.
Yeah, get the
I
strap
ride on
over.
the sub
Right here.
when I go on the subway, any country, I put it in the front of me, and I just hold my bag like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of my boys got for his wallet. What I do, this is what I do personally. You know how you have like your phone case? You know, because your phone usually gonna be in your hand most of the time. That's your lifeline, so usually you're gonna be carrying your phone. I just put some cash and one card in between my phone case and my phone, and I haven't had any problems, you know. And if I do put money in, I'm always having pants with zippers on, you know, and I never carry that much on me. So if I do get got, they'll get one card and a little cash, and that's gonna be it. But all my stuff is back in my room.
Right.
I'll put it to you like this: to me, this is much safer than the DR.
You think so?
You know how much I love DR. Yeah, me personally, yeah. As soon as I got here, man, I felt a real relaxed vibe. You know what I'm saying? I was enjoying myself. But I was telling my friend last night when we was in Parque Yeres, you know, he kind of will like stop and talk, and I'd be like, yo, you know, at night you gotta keep it walking. Like, don't be you know what I'm saying? Once you stop and start looking around and you know, being heavy, that's when people start thinking like, okay, they ain't from here. Hold on, let me I can run my scans. And then one guy started talking to you in Spanish, and the other guy, you know what I'm saying, or start trying to rap to you while the other guy come and try to pickpocket you and shit. So I just say keep your head on the swivel and always just keep walking. Don't ever be standing still doing this.
Act like you know where you're going.
Yeah, at least look like you know where you're going. Because even some guys last night, I was telling them, hey, let's go to this little bar. And, you know, they were just kind of all over the place. You know, I'm like, yo, it's right here. So, all right, man, you know, just be careful, bros. Be careful. In my opinion, I like to have a battle buddy with me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody watching my back and I'm watching theirs at all times.
Right.
But for the most part, man, is police everywhere in Park area. So, you know.
All right, shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Trey Hart. Shout out, salute to you, Jay Clyde, Jackie Addison.
Jay Clyde, what up, bro?
WJC Travels in the building. Shout out to you, bro. That was a good video you put up in the group. T.R. Haywood, Peyton Abroad. What's going on? Y'all make sure everybody hit the like button. OW in the building. Shout out to O-Dub. O-Dub be dropping them gems on y'all. Sorry, fellas, I wanted to piggyback off what Blackmen Travels said. What was that link again for migration? So do you need a COVID test in the migration form?
Yeah, it's just put in check migration. Or you can just put in migration in your search box in your app store, and it should pop on up. Because everybody's been asking me about that. I usually screenshot to most guys, but if you put in check the migration, it should pop up.
But when you book your ticket, they automatically send you that, right? They send you a link to that?
No.
Or you gotta do that on your own?
No, I did it on my own.
Oh, okay.
But what they'll do is at the airport, they have like a little piece of paper with all these barcodes on for each country that needs it. So you'll just take a picture of it and it'll pull up the website. You can fill it out there. But the app is just much easier though. The app is much easier because you're gonna get to that Colombian website and it's not in English. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So tell people
about the lockdown right now. Y'all locked down, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, it was supposed to be Halloween in Medellin, but it didn't work out that way. It's quarantine at Medellin right now. So right now, all the bars stuff are closed. You can still walk around and buy things, they're not selling any alcohol, none this weekend. So we had to get our alcohol, yesterday. Everybody's pretty pissed off about the shit because everybody wanted to go out and have fun, but Colombia's like, nah, we don't want an explosion in COVID, so that's what happened.
So y'all can go outside at any time, but you just can't go to clubs or none of that are open.
I believe the curfew is at 10. Was that 10 yesterday or something? I don't know if it's 10. I heard 10 and I heard 6. So
you got to be in the house by that time.
Yeah, but I think you still move around though. You just can't really go. It's like they just don't want nobody to party and go out right now. So that's basically what it is. But I had some friends come over my boy apartment last night. We ain't had no issues.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Shit. Yeah, I know a lot of folks are pissed, man. Want to see them girls in the costumes and have a good time.
Man,
and they celebrate that shit hard out there, man. They be on that shit too.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been hearing. I saw a few girls in the costumes yesterday, or day before yesterday.
I think they do it all week, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they do it for like a week straight or something. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny, man, because they are so beautiful, but yet still insecure a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's just they're a little shy. It's cool though, man. Like last night, we was playing some music videos, and the girls was just like, "Yo, you like Uche Grande, you like big asses." I'm like, it ain't, it's not a bad thing, And they feel like, from what I've learned so far, the dark-skinned Colombians make fun of the girls with the fake bodies, but the light-skinned Colombians make fun of the girls with the fake hair. The dark-skinned girls, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like they're both competing for you, basically. And they ask you, hey, what type of girl you like? Do you like me, a light chico, or do you want, a black girl? Basically, is what they ask.
Yeah, I hate when they be asking me all that crazy shit. Like, if you here with me, then obviously it's you know what I'm saying.
I was telling you, man, they and be beautiful, bro. I'm looking at these girls. I'm like, girls, y'all are both beautiful and with great personalities. They was having a great time. We had a great time, man. But they still, acting like, they were showing me pictures of their food, how they cook, and they were like, yeah, we can cook. We both cook really well. She's a chef. I'm a chef. Nice treatment, dog. Very nice treatment. Very nice treatment. Very nice. Very sweet. And what they was telling me, and like I said, I don't want to offend nobody in the audience, but the girls have been telling me that the Colombian guys are like, not romantic, and they hit on them. They rather be with American guys. That's what they might just be telling that. But I've heard that from about at least 8 women out here. Real talk. I'd be like, I said, because they got a boyfriend, and they'd be like, no, like they hit them. So I'd be like, okay, well, we like American guys. We want to be with American guys. So.
Yeah, well, it could be
real sweet, dog.
It could be either way. It could be good game, or it could be true. Hey, who knows?
That's what I was telling you. I was like, I ain't trying to offend nobody in the audience. It might be a Colombian guy in the audience like, that ain't true. So I'm just like, this is what they're saying. Another thing about them too, bro, is like the whole kissing situation. We don't really kiss girls. We just meet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At
least not in public.
Here you're gonna be kissing, bro. If you can't turn them away. Like you'll be sitting down chilling, having a good time, and they'll look at you and they be like, "Give me a kiss." You be like, "Damn." I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Shout out to Mark D. He says, "Seemed like connecting with the brothers traveling to Latin America versus Africa is a better vibe. No drama. I never been to Africa. I never been in an African group or whatever, so I wouldn't know. Well, what do you think?"
I fell in love with Latin America when I went to Brazil, bro, and the DR. So it's like, I want to go to visit Africa though. I never been there, so I wouldn't know. But I tell you, I'm a South American dude all day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
The people are real nice here, man. Everybody says hello, good, have a good day, good morning, good night, good evening. Everybody speaks real low, so it's just real nice vibe, real laid back out here.
Right.
And he might be
Jackie
right. They
Addison
might.
said the girls are lying. And it seemed like a majority of girls
Because they
kind of
might have
run
a
the
boyfriend.
same game.
Yeah, they might
run
have a
that same,
boyfriend.
yeah, and they run the same game. Even just like in the US. US women, they run the same game on the brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll act all innocent, like, I don't never do nothing. I stay at home. I don't never get to go out. I don't never go on dates. They all run the same game, so they probably doing the same thing over there. Oh, I love American guys. Because that make you feel good. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna show I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's all right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, man. So
how long you gonna be out there, man?
supposedly to Tuesday, but I might extend my stay, man, because this curfew. Like I'm missing days right now, so I'm not staying another week because I really haven't really get to experience Medellin like I want to yet with this curfew going on. I've been having fun, but we've been pretty much in the house. Hey, if you go to Parque Aires, check out this little spot. It's small, but it's real nice, and the owner's real nice. It's called Donde Su Madre. Right in Parque Aires. It's like a small little bar. The owner's real nice. It's a real laid back vibe. I'm not really into clubs or big bars like Gusto's. I just wasn't really into it. Like as soon as you talk to the girl, they asking you for drinks and stuff. So Donde Su Madre is more like you can pregame there before you go out. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little small bar. The drinks are very reasonable.
And it's right in the park?
It's right in the park. Are you familiar with, I don't know if it's still called Flames in Sosua. It's right by Rumbas. It's right across from Classicos. It's like a small little bar. A brother owned it from LaGrange.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It used to be like you say, Flame?
Yeah, it used to be Flame. I don't know what it's called now.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me that vibe. Like, you know how you can just kind of duck in, a lot of people in there. You can kind of talk to a girl. The music not real loud.
I think I know what spot you're talking about, though.
Yeah, it lets you DJ and everything.
Right across from where that liquor store was, that Parque Aires liquor store.
Yeah, it's right across from
we hang out right there, too.
Yeah.
I want to let you play the music and Bluetooth and all that. Yeah, that's where we hang out at, bro.
Yeah. See, we like the same type of vibe. You know that.
Right.
Some of them, I don't like to scream over music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially in broken Spanish. So it's like, come on now.
And they got the little tables outside. Like they got like two little tables. Sometimes they sit out there. And you can sit right there. Yeah. We and Dreams was out there. We was out there.
Be standing at the owner ass all night.
Right. Yeah, they got some little fine bartenders in there too.
Man, fine ass. Man, it's fine women everywhere, bro. There's fine women everywhere.
Right. But Hooters, boy. Hooters.
I haven't been to Hooters yet, bro. I haven't been to
Hooters got their bartenders and waitresses. God damn. Them motherfuckers. Fine as hell, though. So you didn't get the chance to party out in the park yet since you've been out there, huh?
The first night, I think it was Thursday night, we did a little partying.
There was a lot of folks.
But it was like half and half. It wasn't really a lot of people out. I mean, it was nice though, but it was straight, man. It was good.
Yeah.
Beautiful women everywhere, bro. Everywhere. You know?
Right.
So
well, shout out to brother Markel, man. He be updating me on Colombia all the time, but he's saying the hospital numbers is rising and rising. It's getting to the point where, they're gonna have to shut the country. They in talks and shutting it down now. They don't want to do it because the economy is starting to pick back up, but the amount of people getting sick, stuff like that, it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, they're very clean though. They spray everything down. Every store you go to, they take your temperature and they spray everything down. You got to use hand sanitizer before you enter. No, I haven't been there yet. No, I haven't been there.
He has one in El Poblado somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where it's at. He got a new location.
I'll go tomorrow. I've heard about it. I haven't been though, but I definitely go.
Yeah, I think it's on that main road on 10, but I'm not sure, but I'm sure you could Google it, man, to find the exact address.
Man, we went to a little nice little bar downtown that was pretty nice, man. Like a kind of like a local bar. That I'm telling you, man, even the women that was with their dudes, they were just reckless eyeballing up in that joint, bro. So it's good, bro. It's good.
From the darkness of New Orleans, $2 challenge. Shout out to Trees, man, for the $2 challenge, man.
Yeah.
Basically, the $2 challenge is if you got some helpful information or you enjoying the show, donate $2 towards the channel. $2 will go towards my trip or some fuckery. But now I'm definitely taking the trip pretty soon, fellas. I know I've been chilling, man. But man, I love to travel. Man. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm just not feeling all this corona shit, quarantine, not having the clubs open. I like to go in the clubs and have a good time, the bars and stuff, and just trying to stay safe and everything. So that's why I hadn't really been taking off. But I mean, even if I take off and I gotta face a curfew, man, I just gotta get out the matrix for a little while.
Man, it's so weird when you check on Instagram and social media, right? And you see all the chaos that's going on in America. I mean, it's chaos everywhere, but it almost seems like it's like a burning building, and you made it out for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because you get here, and even the guy that was showing us around, which is like he lived in New York for like 2 years. He was like, man, you guys have to work too hard to live. Like here, you don't have to work as hard. You can relax. You can spend time with your family. You can raise your kids out here. In America, it's just hustle, 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 race, race, race. Who said this? Who offended this? Who got shot today? America, from the outside looking in, looks like a war zone right now. And that's not really a good look for America. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why would you want to look like a war zone, everybody? So I know you're not going to get into the politics, but I'm just trying to say I think you deserve a trip, bro. You know what I'm saying? Definitely deserve a trip, bro.
Facts.
When you get out here, like I don't want to leave, bro. I really don't want to leave. I'm thinking about staying a whole nother fucking month just to get there. Like, cause usually when I travel to a new country, man, it took me at least 4 to 5 days to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, get adjusted. Because when you first get here, you're just like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm adjusted now. I'm ready to kind of roll with it now, bro. That's the tape. Right. Yeah. But yeah, everything is Gucci, man. Everything is Gucci. You do not have to spend a lot of money out here in Medellin. Like I say, everything is very reasonable, bro. Everything is up for a negotiation as well.
Right. I'm gonna put his YouTube channel in the chat, fellas. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put your Facebook. He got a Facebook group also. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, the Facebook group, man. Blackmen Travels Facebook. We got about 2,600 members in there so far. So you're gonna love it, man. You get a lot of information. I put most of the information on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more private. It's a private group. So we be kind of wild in there having a good time, man. I say about 2,600 members in there so far. So yeah, if you got any questions, you can post a question, and guys definitely gonna get at you, whatever country you want to go to. And a lot of guys connect on that group as well. So if you out here, like right now, this guy's out here, we didn't even know he was out here, but now we know that we're in a group, we're gonna all link up eventually. But see, like right now, it's just everything's just really nothing to do. But when shit get back popping, hopefully things get back popping Monday, we get the ground running. Yeah, that's it right there, Blackmen Travels, man.
It's a few groups called Black Travels, Blackmen Travels. So make sure y'all got the right one. This is the right one right here.
Yeah, man, you notice that too? I'm like, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie now. I be looking in there, and sometimes I say, all right, I'm gonna talk about that on my show. Like, I get little ideas and shit, little topics to talk about. Cause
Yeah. You know, O'Shea be telling me the same thing. O'Shea be like, your group is full of great content.
right,
I'm about to get this type of off of your group because brothers be posting some real, you know, questions sometimes, you know, and brothers be, you know, answering
good
them like, yo,
stories too.
yeah,
Right,
oh hell yeah, a lot of stories, man. Like if somebody loses a passport or a bad situation happens, you can kind of get it situated in the group, basically.
don't
Like one
call
time I got,
911. Go straight to that Facebook group. They're gonna tell you what to do.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because guys lose their passports and lose their wallets, get pickpocketed, and they'll tell you like, you know, what the process is. One time, I think a guy even caught a girl that was stealing and got his little speaker back. She had stole his little Bluetooth speaker. We posted the information in the group, got the girl's number, got the call, told the hotel owner, and she had to bring the speaker back or she was about to get arrested. You see what I'm saying? So basically what happened, what I'm trying to say is, you know, a lot of times when we in these situations, you don't know the girl's real name. But he posted a pic of her and we found out the real name. So she was shook. She was like, damn, let me bring the speaker back because I don't want to go to jail.
Small world too, man. You know.
Small world, man. You know,
These
when them
girls that be
girls
stealing, put them out there. Shit.
put them out there, bro. Put them out there. The ones with the bad attitudes, put them out there too. The ones that give you a bad experience, put them out there, bro. So other brothers won't have to deal with that bullshit.
Yeah, but don't be lying and don't be petty either. You know,
Yeah,
just because y'all didn't agree with a price or some bullshit, you
yeah,
know, make sure it's some solid shit, man. Don't just put
yeah,
somebody out there and then it ain't what it is. You know.
yeah, man.
Shout out to
Yeah. So
Retired and Happy. He said there ain't shit going on in Medellin on Monday. It's a holiday.
yeah, well, you know, damn. Well, that all that means is I'm staying in my state. That's all that means. I'm just extending a little bit longer.
Oh, really?
Man, might as well. If everything's gonna keep shutting down, yeah. Extend that shit, man.
Yeah.
Why not?
Did
I
you
fell in love. I fell in love already 3 times.
shout out to Kenny McDonough, aka K Mac, checkmate Jedi. I guess he having a conversation with Jedi. Shout out to you, K Mac. Real cool,
Mm-hmm.
brother.
That's what's up,
But yeah,
man.
man, where that shirt at, man?
Oh man, this is probably. You know what? I think it's in the washing machine, bro.
I saw
I
that
think
shirt. I was like, damn, yo, that
yeah,
shit look, because you didn't show much of it. I was like, yo, that look familiar right there. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
yeah.
black man with
Yo,
a passport. Y'all going through the airport with that, man, so the white folks get mad at you. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? White man with a passport.
hey. So check this out. Quick story. I wore that shirt to Gusto's,
Right.
and a guy saw it and pointed it out to the girls, and the girls just all started laughing. So
Right.
yeah. So I'm saying the shirt, man. No gringo up the
There you
cereal.
go.
That's a dope ass shirt, bro.
Appreciate it, man. I'm gonna put the
Yeah,
link up just in case somebody want to cop one. I'm gonna come up
yeah,
with some
man.
more phrases like, you know, something that's gonna cite the chicas, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. We know what it's like them. Yeah, man. But yeah, like I say, let me know if you got any more questions, bro.
Y'all got any questions for Blackmen
Might play some
Travels?
music.
Go ahead and post it up. You know, while the brother here, like I said, I've been trying to link with the brother all week.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Oh,
link with you.
by the way, they do Uber Eats out here too, fellas. So everybody uses this app called, I think it's called Rabbi or Rap or something like that. You can order whatever you want out here. So it's like an Uber Eats, but you can order alcohol, drinks, whatever. They pull up on that little motor concho and shoot it to you. So yeah, but Uber Eats out here as well.
Shout out to Greg G, man. He copped a few shirts too. He copped the don't catch feelings, catch flights. He copped it
I seen that.
in the
Yeah, I
blue.
seen that.
That was nice too. That blue looked real good.
Man, I like the way you designed that No Gringo for cereal. The shirt was tight, bro. You gotta show them that one.
Yeah,
There
that
you
one.
go. Yeah, there you go.
You see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ain't no cheap flimsy shirt either, brothers. You know, it's a good quality shirt, man.
All right. Somebody was saying, man, you charge too much for shirt. I'm like, well, shit, what you want me to do? Sell it for $10? I'm like, man, shit. Man, folks be tripping, man.
And then you wash it one time, you can't wear it no more because it shrunk up on you or faded out.
Right. Yeah,
It's funny, bro, because when I wear that shirt in Atlanta, don't nobody even know what that means.
right.
You know?
Criminal.
So
yeah, this brother had this color right here, man. That shit look good, bro. That shit was fresh. I got the hoodies too. It's about to be cold, man. Y'all might well get a hoodie, man. Come on through that airport with that shit. See how them sisters look at y'all, man.
For sure.
Hey, link in the chat, man. Link in the chat, man.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, also, I just want to mention this real quick, man. The best bank to go get your money off of, from what I'm hearing, is the Nova Scotia Bank. They got like the lesser fees. You can take out more money, so you want to keep going back to the ATMs. Because that's been somewhat of a problem. A lot of guys try to get money out and they can't get money out. So that's the one I go to too. That one and Dan Benito let you get some money out. Because you want to keep, you want to keep, getting money out every day, paying all them fees every day.
I just applied for me a Charles Schwab. I'm still waiting on my card. They waive all them fees and stuff.
I think a lot of them waive the fees now. I'm with Navy Fed, so I think they'll reimburse me. All right, so how would I rank Brazil, Colombia, and the DR? Just like you put it. Brazil, Colombia, and the DR. That's exactly how I would rank it, man. I love Brazil, bro. I don't really know. But I love Colombia as well. So it's hard to compare, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you like Beyonce or Rihanna? Both of them bad. If you pick. The DR, I've been hearing a lot. I've heard a lot of guys who visit here the first time, so they never go to DR again. My homeboy is like, F DR for now. But to me, the DR has a special place in my heart. I love the DR, It's convenient. It's convenient. I would say that. It's just that it depends on what you're going out there for. If you're going out there to look for love, in my opinion, South America would be a little bit better because DR is so close to the States. You're still dealing with a lot of the matrix mindsets of the women, where out here, it's a little bit more on romance. I see a lot of people holding hands, kissing in public. You know what I'm saying? So, the girls walk around with flowers. A lot of guys always be buying the girls flowers and everything. So yeah, man, I love that love culture. Matter of fact, a dude had bought a girl a chica a flower. I'm trying to think who it was. One of my homeboys had bought a girl some flowers. Then got into it with the girl later on. So it's like, bro, what was the point?
You got a question right here. I heard chicas hate condoms in Colombia. That's true.
To a certain degree, it is true. I'm gonna put it like that. To a certain degree, it is true.
In Brazil, I'm sure they don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Medellin has a curfew. I think he already answered that, but you can answer that briefly if you want.
Yeah, it's just for the weekend though. Just for the weekend right now. So hopefully, I don't know if it's 6 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I'm still not sure about that. I knew it was 10 Thursday, so I'm not sure. But yeah, everything was pretty much, the park was empty yesterday for the most part.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Just remember, it's not your girl, it's your turn. So, man, tell me, man, can you find love in these countries? Can you find love in Brazil, the DR, Colombia? And which one you think you'll find love first in? You was really looking.
For me personally, it's going to be probably Colombia.
Colombia over Brazil?
Yeah, for the simple fact that Brazil is farther away. I can get to Barranquilla in like 2 hours, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's a 2-hour flight, and the flight's always $200. So just because of that, I can get here. Because if you're in a relationship, you're going to have to be seeing her at least once every 2 months, right? The guy I met yesterday, the little guy that owned all them vape shops in Arizona, he was telling me that, his girl lives in Medellin. He loves it. He just comes out here. He was like, man, I would never. And this is a rich white guy. He was like, dude, you have to be insane to even try to date a woman in the States, right? He was like, bro, the whole thing is set up against you. You know, if it doesn't work out here, you just get you another girl in like a day or two. So, you know, a lot of brothers are doing that. So yeah, man, you can find love in these countries, but I really do believe it. It's all about finding that girl who's going to respect you and operate under your program as well, and no matter what country. Because the girl I was talking to, man, when she started catching a little attitudes, I was just like, oh, I don't need that. I'm not doing the attitude here. You feel me? Mad because I'm coming to Medellin, mad because I'm hanging with my boys, mad because I'm speaking English with a Colombian dude she wants to know what we're talking about. You know, so she's doing a little possessive thing, and I'm like, yo, I don't need that here. Y'all let a man be a man. Y'all let a man go out with his friends, relax. You know, but you're gonna be with other girls. You're not gonna talk to me once you get to Medellin. I'm like, you know, it is what it is, baby. Shit.
Yeah, so I'm a firm believer, man. Women are the same around the world, man. They all gonna have.
Hey,
They
that's
all
what the
gonna bleed once a month. I
that's
mean,
what
you know what I'm saying?
that's exactly what the Colombian dude was telling me, bro. That's
All right.
exactly what he was telling me.
I mean, you know, you gotta remember, it's like when you go on vacation, everything is so great. Like you go down to Florida. Oh man, I love Florida, man. Oh, it's great. It's great. It's sunny down here. But you're only there for a short amount of time. You don't see how many days in a row it's gonna rain. You don't see, oh, it's too damn hot, or you know. So it's the same thing with women. Like, you know, if you're down there for a few days, it's easy for a woman to treat you like a king for a week or two, even a month. You start living with a woman, and that's when them emotions start really getting in. And you know, I know a lot of expats, man. They say shit. They not there. It's easier probably to get women, but it's the same drama that comes with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, bro. I was with one for a whole week, and I was kind of tired of her. You know what I'm saying? Like constantly asking me. I guess she went through my little phone, and she's like,
What?
yeah, she's like, who's married? Who's Alberta? You know, who's that? I'm just sitting here like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you go through
Damn,
my
she
phone
went through
for?
your phone after a week. Shit.
Yeah, and she waited. She waited till a night. You know, she waited too. I think she might did it the first day I was out here. She might did it because I give her my phone to translate sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I guess she did it at that point. That she waited till we got to Cartagena to you know get rid of the drama and everything. She was trying to make it seem like you know I have to come with you to Medellin. You know, every day. Can I come down there now? Why can't I come down there? I don't understand. You're supposed to be my man. Why can't I come down there? I'm like, relax. I'm just hanging with the fellas. You know. And I told her, I said, listen, I just got out of a 5-year controlling, you know, relationship with an American Colombian woman. I'm not coming here to do that too. You know. Oh, I understand that, but still, you know, those girls, you know, those girls in Medellin are no good. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Right.
So yeah.
It's like women will run men off, you know what I'm saying, with all the drama and the stress. We don't
Yeah.
want that, man, you know? We don't want
Yeah.
all
Like, you
that.
know, a little possessiveness can be cute at times, but it can be too much overwhelming, especially if you get a little older. You like, yo, that was cute back in the day. You gotta stop being so insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Right.
I was accusing you of you looking at the other women and shit. I saw you looking at that woman with that big butt on the beach. I'm like, I wouldn't even notice the woman with a big butt on the beach. What are you talking about? So
Right. Shout out to Miss Felicia. How you doing, Miss Jordan? Hopefully you're having a good day. Enjoying your weekend.
I'm gonna tell you, man, Barranquilla might be a little hidden destination. Guys might want to check it out. I just don't know about the nightlife out there. That's the only thing, but you might want to check it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I guess next time we go to Cartagena, I have to drive to Barranquilla. See how it is, man.
Oh
But
man, the drive,
I heard if you gonna find a wife in Colombia, it'll be in Barranquilla.
man, yeah. But the driver, bro, that drove us from Barranquilla to Cartagena, man. This dude was hitting like 120, bro.
Serious?
Bro, I'm in the car in the
He
back.
exaggerate.
No, I'm thinking that the meter is different because I said maybe the speedometer is
Yeah,
different here.
Yeah, they got kilometers or some shit. Yeah, kilometers.
No, it's miles per. It's miles per hour, bro. Because I feel like we're going super fast. I'm saying, but it's a straight road. It's like no traffic. It's like a big, super big highway, basically with like 2-3 lanes maybe. So it's nothing there. There's no mountains or nothing. It's a straight shot. But I'm sitting here like, and she cool with it. And I'm sitting here like, hey, it's these trees flying by mighty fast. I'm like, yo, I think we're going about 100-something miles an hour. I'm like, yo, slow this bitch down, bro. You know, we're gonna get there.
Right.
So, and it's funny because they drive pretty decent here, but they drive crazy in Barranquilla. They drive crazy. Right. But that dude was driving too. I be telling the guys at DR, hey, slow this motherfucker down, man. I pay you, slow down. You ain't gotta almost hitting people and shit on the motor conchos, whipping by them. Like, yo. And she thought I was gonna drive out there. I'm like, yo, I don't drive overseas. Because if you get an accident.
So how you think it would be if you would have rented a car? Because that's what I thought about doing, just renting one and driving.
I can drive here. I can drive in Medellin, yeah.
Really?
They drive decent out here, man, in comparison to DR.
I don't know, man. Well, you ever go through downtown, like, or try to make it from El Poblado to downtown during rush hour? Man, them motherfuckers be back to back.
Yeah.
Like, serious, man.
My boy got like a little scooter out here. He be moving around.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Andre and Love Across the Borders, man.
Oh, man, shout out to that, brother. I've been wanting to link up with him. Shout out to that, brother, yeah. I've been getting good information from his channel, man. That's a good brother.
Well, he's a testimony of you can find love abroad. You know, he's a damn sure testimony. But like he says all the time, you have to get out of the tourist areas. You have to, you know, it's just like if you're trying to find a woman in the States. I mean, you know, you don't necessarily go to a club to find one. You know what I mean? You gotta get out somewhere where you think a good wife would be. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna tell you, it's hard. I think that even the Colombian guy told me, he said, man, it's very difficult to be with one woman in this country, though.
Right.
They be choosing, bro. They be choosing on the chocolate guys. Let's put it that way. That's what he said. Chocolato. So they be, you know, if we go around the grocery store, at first I'm thinking like they think I'm stealing or something. But oh damn, my phone about to go dead, bro. Got 5%.
All right, we'll knock out for the 5%. So yeah, man. So since you only got 5 minutes left, man. So why should they subscribe to your channel, man? Why should they go to your Facebook group, man?
Hold on. No, I said I got 5% of my battery left. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. I said before you leave, just I'm gonna put your link in there.
Oh yeah, man. My channel.
What you got going on your channel, man?
A lot of information, bro. Just doing a lot of information, man. On Blackmen Travels, we do talk a little politics too, about the current state or what black men are truly in this country. So we have a lot of good discussions. Sometimes we'll say, is Africa a better country for brothers to invest in? We do a lot of business conversations as well, man. So we just exchange a lot of information. We have some really deep discussions on them panels because YouTube right now with the Black Manosphere, man, it's almost like brothers can vent in their own little zone without being judged or anything like that. Because as soon as we say something real, the whole world attacks us. Either we what they say, toxic masculinity and all that bullshit. So on my channel, man, we just have real deep discussions and are truthful about the state of where black men are at in 2020. And we consistently are trying to find ways to solve a problem. We don't really just focus on the problem. Brothers will tell you how to live off your laptop, make money off a laptop, what to invest in, how to build your credit. We just talk about a lot of good things. And we talk about the fuckery as well, So yeah.
All right, make sure y'all subscribe to his channel, man. Shout out to Andre. He said Medellin, all the party women, Barranquilla, all the stable women, and they all love chocolate brothers. Absolutely.
And you know what? That's what the girl in Barranquilla was saying. She was just like, yo, stay here, basically.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's like, Just like we want a foreign woman, they want a foreign man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta sift through that shit and figure out which one is real, which one ain't. You know what I'm saying? What you drinking over there, man? You got some grapefruit juice?
Grapefruit juice, man. This shit's good as hell.
Yeah, it's good for you. It's definitely good.
Yeah, man.
Flip side to it too, though. It's got a lot of acid in it.
Yeah. My boy put me on this when I got down here, man, because man, drinking 3-4 days straight, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't drink every day. I mean, I'm not in my 20s no more. I've been needing a break. You know, I really didn't even want to go out last night, but you know, it's all good. But I had a great time though. Just when the girls was just here, regular girls just here, just chilling, having a good time, man.
All right.
They love Black American culture here too.
Black American Expat Radio. Shout out to that brother. I gotta get him on the channel one day. He actually lives out there, man.
Yeah, that's very, very true. What he just said. That's very true. Because at some point they will get frustrated consistently doing a translator thing.
Right.
Because they're gonna keep talking to you in Spanish. It's like you keep talking to me in Spanish, like I know Spanish.
Right. But if you got a real one, man, and y'all both learn off each other, you know.
Yeah.
That'll be a good thing too. But,
yeah, it hasn't been. It's not a big issue when you like here with them, you know, and you kind of just going out together. It's more of an issue when you just meet the girl and y'all kind of talk. Like at the grocery store today, I was telling you, I was trying to explain to the girl, like, yo, I'm asking you because you keep looking, so I'm asking you got a boyfriend, and she just, you know, you don't speak Spanish? And I'm like, no. Like, oh, okay, that was it.
Hey man,
and she was beautiful though. It's funny because these women are, you know, they come in all like little flavors. She was more of a like light skin, and she wasn't like super light. She was like a couple of shades lighter than me.
Right.
And she was fucking gorgeous, bro. I'm talking about ass, everything, titties, everything. But looking so humble though. Like she had like a little work outfit on, so she's just like you know, like the women that be in the little grocery store just helping out. You know, so beautiful, dog. In the States, most women that look like dimes, you know, they just be on some bougie shit, basically. Like, don't approach me unless you're a rich nigga type shit. Whereas here, it's like fucking gorgeous, bro. Just everything.
Yeah, you can have on anything and approach a woman in most countries. Most other countries. Here in America, boy, you get judged and labeled. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, shit.
Yeah, I love beautiful women that are approachable.
Right.
You feel me?
But you know, I ain't gonna put it all on the ladies either, man. It's fucked up brothers out here fucking up the game, man. They fucking it up for the good brothers, man. You know?
Bro, it's a lot of little fuckery going on out here with the brothers, man. I just stay in my lane, bro. Stay in my lane, because some of these guys out here, man, they own some other shit. You guys gotta be mindful of that too. Just because they brothers don't mean that they got your best interest at hand. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
The lifestyle that, you know, they're trying to take advantage of your friendship. You feel me? Because you don't really know the lay of the land yet. So you gotta be mindful of that too.
Oh, you mean like
basically. You thinking, okay, it's a good brother, but you constantly reaching in your pocket for some money. So
man, I left my wallet at home, man. You got me, man.
There you go. That's what it is. Oh man, I left my wallet. Oh man, I ain't got no money. Oh, I can't take no money at the ATM. Hey, cut this out. Do this. You be like, no, nigga. You take care of you, I'm gonna take care of me, bro. That's how I do that. And you know how I get down. I get drinks with niggas all the time. So you know how I get down. It ain't like that, but come on, bro. You know. We all gotta work and hustle out here for our bread. Everybody works hard for their money, dog.
They have a live translator app.
Okay, I got that.
They gotta have one in too, though.
I got that, but mine hasn't been working, bro. Mine hasn't been working.
You got one?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I got one.
So each person gotta have it on, though.
Yeah, the girls actually love it, man. They like it, but it'll work for a little minute. It's called a time killer. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Can you see that, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How
this
much
how
did
it
it
works.
cost you?
You open it up and you put one in her ear, and you put this one in your ear, and you will hit this little button right here. You hit the little button, and you speak, and it's gonna relay it to her in Spanish. And then when she hits the button, it's gonna relay the Spanish back to English to you.
Right.
They're about like $159 on Amazon.
And they not working right now?
And they're not working, man. It hasn't worked the whole trip. But it worked for about the first hour. I was with old girl, and she was loving it. She was like, "Oh, this is great."
So what happened to it, man? Better dead?
No, I got to email them, man, because I don't think I saw a lot of little complaints about them. So I got to email them to see why it's not working. It worked for about maybe 15 minutes, and it'll just stop. You want to do, you keep doing this, and it won't even turn on.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, but
Thought
if these
about buying
did
them
work,
shit.
oh, you would be. If these did work, you'd be in the game.
But I mean, you still have to learn the language because I mean, what if you just walking in public, you see a chick, man, I want to holler at her. Like, what you gonna do? Yo, put this in your ear. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, hello? Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
You still there, you just sideways, man. Jay Clyde in the building, man. You still in Brazil, man? When you gonna jump on here and tell me about Brazil, man? You probably don't want the brothers to know about Brazil. Jay Clyde like, nah, we're keeping this shit a secret. Richie Rich, we can't put it out there. We don't want them crazy folk to come out here, man. Jay Clyde, let us know about Brazil, man. Oh, he did say his phone was going dead, though. Did mention that. All right.
Hey,
Back.
I'm back, bro.
All right. What, you on your laptop now?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop now.
There go Johnny LA checking in this piece. Johnny LA in the building. Hey, boy, you the hottest topic on social media right now, boy. Johnny LA. Shit, you up in the building. Salute. Hey, y'all hit that like button for me, man. That ain't gonna cost you nothing, man. Ain't gonna cost you nothing. If you want to support the platform, you also can join the channel, support the channel. I know I hadn't put no videos up for the members. I'm sorry about that. But I definitely put some up. A bit something for the members. But if you generally want to support, you could join also to just help support the channel, whatever. Because us small YouTubers and Blackmen Travels, it'll take. We only make money off of donations. That's pretty much it. We don't get them big time views like I am my why and them. You know what I'm saying?
That's
We
it.
don't get them big time views.
Man, I wish my camera worked. I wanted to show you the little alcohol they like to drink out here. Because when I was buying the bottle yesterday, the girls at the cashier at the register, they was like, they was looking at it like, yeah, we like this stuff. This is nice. You know Buchanan though. You know Buchanan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They love that.
Right. See, that's the thing too, man. Like, you can buy them cheap ass shit.
Yeah.
They don't want that expensive shit. They just want the rum and you know what I'm saying? They want some cheap shit. It's all good. But it's expensive for them though, you know?
Yeah. And they love their little cervezas. I wish I had a little I don't have one here, but I forgot the name of that beer. They drink it in Brazil too though. What's it called, man? That little beer everybody drink?
The Presidente?
No. The beer they're drinking in here in Colombia. That everybody drinking.
Oh, Colombia Gold or the damn, it's another one I like with the yellow can.
That's the one I was telling you about. Yeah, that's the one.
Aguilar.
Yeah, that's what everybody drink out here.
That shit, man. I'm gonna tell you like this. Drees put me on that shit. Drees, I put the link in the WhatsApp. Drees put me on that shit, bro. That shit'll give Presidente a run for his money.
Yeah.
I really, the reason why I give it the edge over Presidente is because Presidente has a aftertaste, like later in your mouth. Like later you can, you know what I mean? But that Aguilar, man, that shit is good, bro. Like real.
Hey, them Presidentes are heavy too, man. They'll get you a little stomach on you in like a couple of days. You keep drinking them back to back.
Right. I mean, I try to drink the lights, but
Yeah,
you know,
I think Presidente should own the DR, bro. Everybody, that's all they drink out there in that bitch.
right.
Yeah,
Man, it's a great beer, man. It's really good. I mean,
yeah. It tastes a little different out there than the one in the States too. For some reason, to me, it do.
yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Drees, I sent you that link, man. I think you wanted to come on for a second.
show, man. It's a good show, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, wish you was down here, bro. We'll be lifting it up, man. Like I said, I had a good time last night, just kicking it with some girls. Me and my homeboy. It was me and my homeboy and two of them, and we had a good ass time, bro.
Club Colombia is all right too, but I prefer Aguilar over Club Colombia.
Hey, is Andre? Is he in Barranquilla now, or he stay in Medellin?
I believe he on his way to Mexico. I believe.
Oh, okay.
On vacation or something, but yeah, he's in Cali. He's located out of Cali, Colombia. Make sure y'all go check his page out too. Andre Love Crossing Borders, giving out that good information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's your hold on, what's his quote now? Let's see, he's your expat. Damn, what he be saying? I'm your expat stimulus expert. Yeah, so holla at Andre, man, cool brother.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't read my super chat the other day on his channel, though he left me out. It's all good. Had me feeling out.
Man, I was listening to.
He didn't read the super chat. What's up? But you know, sometimes StreamYard be tripping though, because it don't show all the comments sometimes. That shit got a glitch to it. It's a time delay too. So if you glitch in that time delay, it won't show them comments. But it's all cool though.
Yeah, man. So what about you, bro? What you think about Brazil, Colombia, and the DR? Which one do you prefer?
Well, I only went to Brazil once, and it was for what 10 or 11 days, 11 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a great time, you know. But you know, man, I can't really judge it with Brazil like that. But I would say, if we're just talking about going on vacation, or we talking about living, 'cause I can't remember what was the question. I guess he wanted to know what order.
Yeah. Well, we had
That's
personally.
kind of a loaded question too, because like if you ask me, yo, I'm a first time traveler, where should I go first? I'm gonna tell you DR.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you ask me, hey man, which girls you think probably the best in bed, man? I might say Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Or I might say Colombia. But then if you ask me where would I move to first, I would say Colombia.
Yes, sir.
It's a real loaded question. And then if you say, well, which country overall is the best? I'm probably gonna say Colombia because you got so many cities you can go to. You got the beach area, you got Bogota that's cold if you like cold weather, you got mountains, you got everything in all the countries, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Colombia has so much to offer, man. You know what I'm saying? In Brazil, I hadn't moved around Brazil like that, so I can't really tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I've never been to any other city but Rio, so I really can't speak on all them other cities in Brazil and stuff like that. So it's a real loaded question, man. You know, so you have to break it down and what you're really talking about. What up, Drees? What's going on, man? Y'all, I'm gonna step away for just a second. So just hold it down real quick.
What up, Dreams? What's good, brother? Oh, I can't hear nothing. Hold on. Dreams, you there? Let me put my headphones. Oh, let me put my headphones in. All right. What's going on with you, brother?
I guess we don't have Drees on the show no more. I don't know what happened. Let me see if I can see the chat.
Drees bounce out and try to come back in. What's going on with?
I'm still at work, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a
Okay,
second.
we can hear you now. Go ahead. That was his manager coming through.
Oh, okay. Did you put a plug on him?
What are you doing on that black channel, man? What are you doing on that traveling channel?
Oh man, that's dope. That's dope. I was reading Andre comment.
So he'll be in Mexico the next 2 weeks. How much was your ticket from Colombia to Mexico? And Avanca Airlines, I know people were saying they were supposed to be shutting down, but I heard they firing that shit back up. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, did anybody buy any of their stocks and stuff? I didn't see it online, but that would have been a good investment. You would have bought it when they kind of went down. Now they're coming back, so.
Yeah, man.
Johnny L.A. said he got his at Teacher Wonderland night. $50 all nighter. I hear you, man. Hey, you know, one thing I do respect about him, man, is, you know, he does his thing, man, and he lives his own life. You know, I'm not condoning what he does, but you know, he does his own. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but
Who you talking about? Johnny J? I don't know.
Johnny Jenkins right here.
No, I've never heard of him, bro.
Well, basically, he does a lot of traveling, and he don't believe in using condoms and stuff like that, and you know.
Oh, okay.
So, but like I say, man, you know, I don't condone it, but I just respect the fact that he's honest, truthful, and you know, he does his thing. Like, I mean, you know, I salute a man for being himself.
But you know what, though, Rich? Both of the doctors that I know that be traveling, they don't use condoms, bro.
Doctors?
Yeah, don't use.
Oh, from America, guys, you know, from.
And they be trying to convince me of, you know, how hard it is to catch something because they have the medicine on it. They know that I forgot the pronunciation.
They got medicine.
Yeah, you take the medicine. You take the medicine the next day, and you'll be straight, basically.
They on that PrEP medicine?
No, it's not. It's not for HIV. It's for like herpes and syphilis and stuff like that. So you can buy it in the store, in the pharmacy, in the DR.
Damn.
And you basically take it the next day. A lot of guys been asking me what's the name of it too, but it's hard to pronounce the name. But you can go in the pharmacy and take it the next day, just in case you might have a slip up. You know how you have slip ups or condom breaks. You take it, go to the pharmacy, you buy the little pills, like $8 or something like that, and
right.
You know, you'll be straight basically. So that's what they do. They just take the pills.
Shout out to Big Mike, man. Put the abbreviation for that company. And can you buy that on Robinhood? Because I don't think so. I didn't see it on it. But let me know if it's on like Charles Schwab or other traders. Just let me know, man. Because if it's 42 cents, shit, I'll go get me $500 worth. I'll throw $1,000 at it and see what happens. Doxaline, that it? That they taking? If it is, I got some of that shit. I got some of that Dominican Doxaline.
I think
hydro, whatever that shit is.
Yeah. I gotta find it. I got a screenshot of my phone. My phone dead, but yeah, something like that.
Matter of fact, Doxaline, that's an antibiotic, I believe. I think that cures like the common STD, but that don't cure no damn HIV or AIDS or nothing like that.
Nah, not the one you can buy in the actual pharmacy. Like I said, I don't suggest it, Rich. I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I use rubbers, so I don't. You know.
Right, it is an antibiotic. Yeah, because Doxaline. Yeah, I used to. You know, man, this is the thing, man. when you're traveling to these different countries, um, you jumping in pools, you have sex with women, doing all this stuff, and man, you might get a bacteria, or you might, so it's good to take stuff like that for that purposes. But you talking about HIV and AIDS, bro? That shit ain't gonna work on that.
Exactly.
Like you know what I mean? Like ain't no coming back from that shit, man. Yeah, you could catch HIV and live 30 fucking years and taking medicine, and you know you got HIV and you going to the doctor regularly and you eating right. And you could live. Magic Johnson is a testimony of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
Better have good insurance.
I hear it all the time, bro. I look at it like, yo, different strokes, different folks, but I don't suggest that shit. I'm using the rubber. Fuck that.
Absolutely.
I think it's personally, I think it's kind of nasty, but I know dudes like that be like, I've had a girl tell me, hey, your friend doesn't want to use a condom. I'm not gonna let him do that. And I'd be like, yeah, don't. And he's my friend, but don't you know what I'm saying? Don't jeopardize your safety. You know? So yeah.
Don't sign the raw dog records.
Man, you know what?
I agree, Dream,
Hey,
but man,
that's a good topic to have one day, bro, because there's a lot of dudes that don't be using rubbers on these girls, bro. I've noticed that shit now. And I'd be like, bro, you wild. Because I'd be like, hey, you go stop by the store and get some rubbers, right? I'm straight. You sure, bro? You got something at the house? Nah, man, I just take that pill in the morning. I'm like, okay.
Super pill.
I'm like, okay, you do that.
I was in the WhatsApp group with a dude. Shout out to LJ. LJ know about it. And this guy, man, he claimed he had a super pill. He claimed yo, he was from Africa. And I don't want to put him out there, but I'm going to tell the story, man. I'm going to tell the story without a name, So he said he raw dogs girls in Africa and DR and wherever he went. He like, yo, I take the super pill. I'm good. I can't catch it. I'm like, okay, brother. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't heard from him in a while.
Hey, you see what Johnny J said?
What he said?
He said, why would I pay for condom sex? That is dumb as hell. Man, you gotta have you a little main or a regular if that's the case, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you got you a main regular push, you're not gonna use it all the time. But get you a little main or somebody ain't really out there like that. But a girl you meet, a girl you just met 5 minutes ago, you gonna do that with? Like, come on, bro.
Hey, Big Mike, man, where can I buy that Ivanka stock at? What's the abbreviation for it, man?
Big Mike International.
Big Mike said he gonna say your penis gonna be looking like a cauliflower, man. They're gonna have a drip.
Yeah, bro.
Right, Jamar. That's what I was saying. I was saying, if you're gonna do that, you can buy it's a thing called OraQuick. It gives out an HIV result in like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is swab and put it down in some solution. 20 minutes, man. It'll tell you what's up. So if you're gonna do that, man, at least invest in those things,
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, man, we at one point, I can't say everybody, but most people, at one point you might slip up, you know what I mean? But at least you take a calculated risk. You going every single girl, bro, like, woo.
Hey, I'm gonna say this: what Johnny Jenkins is saying, man. I've heard that before, bro, from a doctor. You know what I'm saying, telling me this shit, and I'm like, yo, I get it, bro, but I'm still using rubbers, bro, like tripping.
I mean, that's true, Johnny.
You have like a 1.5 million chance to contract HIV, bro. That's what the doctor was telling me. It's very difficult. It's definitely difficult for a man to contract HIV vaginally. That's what he was telling me. Now. He was just giving me and I'm like, I hear you, bro. And he also like to, I let dudes do what they do, bro. I was telling him, I like, bro, you need to stop. I told him, I said, man, you need to stop kissing these girls, man. But he liked to kiss the girls, and Raw dog. So hey.
European style, huh?
Hey man, that shit backfired on him one time.
Oh, he caught some.
Nah, man. He was kissing on the girl, and she had already did some lip service. And I'm just sitting here like, bro, I told you, bro. Stop kissing them girls, bro.
Right, cause see, if you mess with a working girl and she let you go raw on her, I mean that stuff's supposed to stay in their body like a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
So you mess around, mess with a girl, she just had sex or whatever, and then you go in a raw and hey man, you got what that next man had. You know?
Basically. And some of them girls, man, they be out there.
Right.
I mean, I can see if they're regular. If you take talking to a female, it's a regular girl, you know, and y'all maybe use it maybe once or twice, and then you raw dog, and that's normal, you know. You gonna be using rubbers on a girl you really messing with every other day, but to mess with girls that's in that, you know, lifestyle, man, you wildin', man. You wildin', bro. Slow that down.
Right. Yeah, you say it's a 1 out of a million chance. I mean, I don't believe that. I mean, maybe it's a 1 out of 5 chance or something like that. In my mind, that's what I'm thinking. Because it's, I mean, so if you're saying it's 1 out of a million chances, there's millions of people with HIV. Like, so you saying everybody hit the lottery?
You saying that he said that, or what the doctor told me?
That's what you said.
Yeah, the doctor told me that, bro. I said I didn't believe. I didn't believe it.
He trying to bait you in, bro. Okay.
I mean, the doctor dude, he's successful, bro. He got like, I don't think he's lying to me. It's all about what you're comfortable with. I'm not worried about even the HIV part of it. It's more or less, I don't want to go in with a girl that I feel like is nasty. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's nasty person.
She could be bleeding, man. What if she bleeding? And you automatically, boy.
What if she don't know how to clean herself, bro? You see what I'm saying?
Women bleed all the time, be out there doing their thing. You know, a lot of y'all guys don't know it. Shit, them women that go in the bathroom in a minute and flush some shit out and have sex with you for that money. Straight up.
Oh, man.
Don't think they would?
No, that most definitely.
Rant dude, shit. They fucking. Rant dude, they gonna fuck some. Sure.
Hey man, we was on I was listening to Ramil's show earlier, and there was a guy on there with 4 kids by this woman, and he admitted that she cheated on him. And I'm like, bro, you need to go get a DNA test. Nah, man, I don't need one. I know that kid mine. The kids are mine. I'm just sitting here like, boy, brothers is wild out here, man. Brothers is wild. I can't take a female back that cheats on me, bro. Fuck that.
They're gonna link in the chat if somebody want to jump on. We'll be on for a little bit while. What's that noise in the back, man?
You hear some noise here?
Yeah, like some kids or something.
Oh, they at the park. Let me close the window. They at the park with some microphones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you might have had the whole family over there or something, you know?
Man, we should have went live maybe a little last night. You could have saw some shit for real.
Thought you had the whole already made family in Colombia and shit, you know?
Oh man, nah, not yet. Hey, you know what? But I've been meeting a lot of girls who ain't had kids. The girls yesterday, they didn't have kids. They were both 25 and 26, no kids.
Yeah. But see, them girls in Medellin, man, they ain't that slow like some of these girls. They know what's up. They city girls, man, you know?
Yeah, it was funny, man, because I always mess with the girls and they ask me how many kids I have, right? And I told the girl I had 12 kids and 6 baby mamas. And her face, she actually believed it. Her face just dropped. Like, you should have seen that shit. And my boy did the same thing with her sister. And they just lost all interest and we just started laughing. And they got back happy. I was like, well, that's crazy as hell.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, salute.
Salute to Gilly, man. Shout out to Gilly, man. What's going on with you? Yeah. Gilly Gill run the hill. But, so you out there in Medellin, man. They got all the YouTubers out there, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Got checked and checked. I think he's still out there.
Yeah. It's funny because everybody at one point was in Barranquilla. I think Ace was out there, and like you say, checking effect out there.
Right. I think Ace. I don't think he in Barranquilla right now. I think he moving around. He did a video from some other city. I forgot the name of it, but kind of moving around now.
Like I say, it was only thing is, man, maybe it was just my apartment, but you know, it wasn't no hot water. And I asked my girl, I'm like, yo, is there no hot water in the whole city? She was like, nah, not really. Like, damn.
In Barranquilla?
Yeah, man, I get tired of taking cold showers, bro. You know? I took cold showers for like 6 days straight, bro. As soon as I got to Medellin, I got hot water again.
Man, that is crucial, bro.
Yeah, man, yeah. And she acting like it's just normal. Like,
yeah, it's normal for them. Hell,
like,
they used
to hot water for it. She's like that. Like, what you need hot water for? Water's fine.
She asked you too, what you need a rag for? Why you wash off with a rag? Like, God damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. It's funny, man, because I hooked her sister up with one of the dudes I'm out here with, and he didn't seal the deal. He was talking about she wanted all that. I'd be like, I don't know what brothers be looking for. You know, everybody's taste is different, but her sister was fine as a mug, Rich. You know, he was like, man, she got ugly feet. And I'm looking at her feet. I'm like, it ain't that bad, bro. Like, God damn. You know, she had ass, tits, pretty ass face. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and you looking at her feet. I get it, but her feet didn't look that bad.
They can fuck with some socks on, shit.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. If I would have introduced you to her sister, you'd have been like, hell yeah, you would have been happy as hell. But she was fine, bro.
Hey, it ain't too late, man. Shit.
Yeah. He was saying something about he didn't want her to get attached to it. I guess she started crying that night or something. Some of these women are very emotional, bro. And I was like, crying? His sister was crying that night.
Oh, because he didn't talk to her?
We can't figure out why she was crying. I didn't care to ask her sister why, you know, because they both was hella emotional, bro. I'm sitting here like, yo, there ain't that many emotions in the world, y'all. God, relax. We having a good time.
Right. Hey, Andre, I don't know what happened. I think your connection wasn't strong enough. It didn't go through. But,
Andre about to come on?
I know he was trying, but it wouldn't come through. Yeah. I got the link in the chat. Somebody want to come through for a minute and weigh on. Want to speak on it a little bit.
I love Colombia, bro. I don't really want to leave, man. I really don't want to leave. This shit's so relaxing, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing too, man. Like when you vacationing, man, it's good meditation time, man. It's good time to, you know, just relax your mind, and you know, you don't even have to. You could be just around your hotel or around your Airbnb, just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what some guys don't understand. It's like, man, you on vacation, man? You ain't doing nothing. I'm like, this is a vacation, like you just said, just relaxing, chilling.
Right.
The most fun I had was last night at my man's apartment, bro, with the girls. That was the most fun I had so far. And we just were sitting in the apartment dancing to YouTube. They were showing us their little dances and stuff. You know, only thing was, man, it was on Snapchat. You know, I'm not big on social media like that, as far as, you know, but they was, you know, putting us on Snapchat and shit.
Right.
Whatever that is, TikTok, whatever little app. You know, these young girls, they all want to show the world, you know, what they doing. I'm like, mommy, slow down with that shit. You know, like, damn, just drink it.
Right.
You know, but them young girls love that social media, dog.
Yeah, D Bills, man, tell her to put some socks on, you know.
That what he said?
Hey, and if she ugly, tell her to put a bag on her head.
Man, that girl, yo, she got in a bikini for this nigga. And was looking like all the way at 10, bro. He worried about some feet. I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to low key fuck this sister, nigga.
Right.
I went downstairs to go get her, and I talked to her for about 10, 15 minutes. Her sister called. She was like, I'm like, yo, that's my sister. She fine as hell.
Let me put that blue color on for Johnny LA, man. That's for your Dodgers, man. What's going on with you?
What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
Chilling. Shout out to, let me pay the bill real quick. Shout out to Young Jay. Salute Rich and brother Aaron, man. Appreciate that donation, brother. Appreciate you got any question. Go ahead and post it. I'm sure y'all gonna have a question for Johnny LA.
Yeah, I just wanted to actually, the kind of taste on. I was actually in Medellin for 3 weeks. Got a good deal, and I had 2 regulars. I meant to kind of answer the question when I was driving, and you know how it is. Texting and driving ain't good for you because you might get in an accident. To add on, like I said, I have my regulars, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. You don't run train on 30 bitches without a condom. I don't agree with that. But if I got a regular bitch, I'm not going to, first of all, I'm not even going to pay. Like I said, I'm not going to pay for condom. It ain't going to happen. And like I said, I got to actually, like I said, I had proof was in the pudding. I had a girl cook, clean, and everything for me. I actually had one girl for a week and a half, and then the other girl the rest of the time I was there. And the first Venezuelan bitch that pissed me off, I had her leave a day early and got my other bitch back to get what I wanted, and I tell you right now, I've been gone for a week, and I'm already fucking pissed the fuck off. So I agree with you. Colombia was, and actually where I was staying in Lorelas, I got for 19 nights. I got that room for $260.
260 for how long?
For 19 nights.
Damn.
In Lorelas.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for another spot. So yeah, I'm gonna look there.
How many bedrooms? It was 1 bedroom apartment.
It was a 1 bedroom, but it had a washer dryer. It was a little mini apartment. And to be honest, I was able to run train. I don't know if y'all saw a video that OW did about the place he was staying that basically only let 1 guest in. Mine, I could run train. I could run 5, 10, 20 bitches in there if I wanted.
Man, I need to see this apartment for $19. You said, how much was it a night, actually?
It was like $11 or $14 a night. The original price was $390 something dollars, but I talked to the guy. I called him, and he lowered it down to me. So.
Oh, you paid him cash?
Yeah. No. I paid with my credit card.
Or direct to him or through the site?
Correct. No, direct through Airbnb. No, I made sure because just in case for any bullshit, you gotta have Airbnb involved. No, what he did was he just redid the posting for me at a cheaper price.
Right. Okay. That's a good deal,
if
man.
That makes sense.
You just gave brother some game. You can't negotiate on these Airbnb prices.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I do it all the time.
But see, I was there. I was there for a long time, and like I said, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, and I'm pretty sure since you're in Colombia, or where are you? Are you in Barranquilla or in Medellin?
I'm in Medellin right now.
Okay, that's where I was at. So I'm pretty sure you're aware that pretty much everything was the Parqueadas wasn't real. I don't know if you go down that way, but I was out there a couple nights. I found me a girl out there too, but it wasn't really the way it was before the pandemic. So I had to use internet game.
Yeah, man, I wasn't really. I ain't gonna say that the women at the park wasn't beautiful. I'm just not into that type of scene like that. So, like you said, I just do Tinder, or I get introduced to some girls through another guy or something.
Yeah, no, I did Tinder, and I did Colombian Cupid, and actually that's where I found my go-to. So like I said, I got a matter of fact, she been hitting me up like a snake on a rush. I did a good 5 bustings on her. The first bitch I got, before I got my main bitch for the rest of the stay, I got her all night for $25, busting it all in her and everything.
Okay.
Andre, what up, man?
Oh, what's up, brother?
Yeah.
Brother say he busting up in them, just leaving footage all over the world, huh? Leaving evidence and footage and
I busted. Let me tell you something.
all type of DNA.
She got the full nut special. She got the full nut special. Because I was sexually frustrated when I first got there because I couldn't find nothing. So that second night, she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
She was shooting them ski missiles. She was just in front of one.
He's shooting up there like he got a vasectomy and he got his shit laminated.
Hell no.
Like I ain't gonna get no disease and ain't nobody getting pregnant.
Hey, you know what?
Hell no. And actually, and if you really want to be real about it, right before I left,
not realize that they can't file child support from here to the United States. You do realize that, right?
No, they cannot.
Yeah, they can.
No, I'm gonna tell you how they can. You're not listening to me. You're not listening.
I know.
No. You're not listening to me.
Okay.
She don't know my real name. Number one.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Okay.
I
I see you come from with
That's
that.
easy to find out, though.
If she could break the code. Let me tell you something.
She can find out LA. I'm gonna give you some game. She go right to your Airbnb. And the people at the front say, "Hey, here go a few pesos. What's his name?"
Well,
they got your passport information. They got all your information.
Actually, no. Okay, see, this is the part I love when y'all don't let me talk. Here's the thing: the Airbnb I was staying in, the dude didn't ask for my passport. They don't have my info. The only thing they got is my name, and she doesn't even know the Airbnb I was staying at. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all.
Okay.
I don't fuck with places that get all my information. I don't fuck with places like that for that reason.
Man.
Now, me
but you still busting up raw, man, up in chicks from villages, man. Have you ever been in some of the areas where these women actually lay their head? Because I have. And brother, I would not.
No. You gotta remember, I've been. Let me tell you something. I've been to Colombia several times. That's why I keep going back because I'm happy. So what I'm saying is I've been to the girl that I was with. I went to her house in Uti. Is it Utikwe? Shit. How you say that name? You know what I'm talking about, right? Utikwe.
Right.
Okay, I went to her house and I witnessed, like I said, I had to go up 6 fucking stairs. There's no elevator.
You're right.
I done been to this shit, so I know. But what I'm saying, me being me, I'm not gonna leave her for stranded with the child that's mine. I have more integrity than that. But what I'm telling you, but what I'm saying is, HD chilling, you can fuck off. Let me before I even but as I was saying, here's the thing. The reality is that I'm going to take care of mine. If I happen to have 10 kids, I have 10 kids. But here's the thing. Most of the girls that I mess with are on a regular, and one of them was on birth control. So, I mean, again, now if it happens, it happens. But like I said, for me, again, this is just me. I'm not paying for condom sex. There's nothing you can tell me for me to travel across the world and pay for condom sex. It's just not happening.
So she had 3 or 4 dudes bust up in her that day. That day she said 3 or 4 dudes bust up in her. Here you come, number 4 or 5.
I mean,
you coming with the double mattress that she gonna be sleeping on for the rest of the night. She ain't slept on Tyler. She ain't never walked on Tyler day in her life until she walked to your Airbnb. And you sitting up there, you just busting up in there. Not thinking about herpes, not thinking about crabs, not thinking about none of that.
Well,
you ain't thinking about none of that stuff that you could just get straight through the pores.
To answer your question, though, that depends on how we're wording this. If you're talking about me running train through just bitches out of the ordinary, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, I have regular bitches I go to when I go to Colombia. This isn't me going down to the bar. First of all, there is no more bar scene down in Medellin. It is what it is. That shit's over. Everything now is either internet game. You may get a couple of bitches in parqueadas, whatever, but it's done. So what I'm telling you is I have my regular bitches I go to.
So what you telling me, your regulars keeping it on hold, keep it on simmering. Can you get back? How many times you go to Colombia per year? What, maybe 4 or 5 times?
I maybe per year about 7 or 8. But no, to answer your question,
so you telling me that she only having sex 7 to 8 times a year? Well, you think her regular dude ain't busting up in her And then Colombian men this is the other part, brother. No, Colombian men are notorious. No, I'm talking about the men, just the men are notorious cheaters because the women are so fine and so many of them. So these dudes will bring diseases from other chicks, give it to their main chick. They main chick go hang out with you. You busting all up on it. Everything that he didn't bust up in, you busting up in the whole time. Anything he got, you might get.
Well,
that's the part that you ain't catching on to.
No.
She ain't sitting around with a pussy in her hand waiting on you to come to town.
Wait, hold on. I never said that. No, you're not listening. You're not listening to me.
You're not listening to you. You need to play this. Like I said, you need to watch this episode. Just play it back.
I'm gonna do me.
Watch this episode on your cell phone and then talk, man.
I'm gonna do no. I'm gonna do me regardless. I don't care what anybody say. I don't give a fuck what you or anybody else say. I'm gonna do me, and it works. Guess what? I ain't caught nothing yet, but that's here nor there.
I like how you put that though. I like how you worded that. You worded it correctly. You said yet. I like how you worded that. You right, brother. I agree with that part 100%. Yet it's easy to gamble with this thing. This is a funny part. Most dudes ain't gambling like that in the States. So most dudes really ain't gambling like that across the country. I mean, in other countries. So you might be one of those dudes. It's all type of people in the world. But the key part that you said was, yeah. And when you get that mystical magical stuff that you can get off.
I'm that 1%. I'm that 1%. So
yeah,
I won't get it.
That's what Magic Johnson said. 1%. That's the same thing Magic said.
I guess what? I'll be there.
That's the same thing Easy said. What you talking about? Like you just invented immunity.
Like I said, I'm the 1%. I'm the
1% that ain't gonna get nobody pregnant and they gonna get no disease. I'm gonna smash chicks from around the world raw dog.
I guess we're gonna be along for the ride. That don't make no
sense, man. Especially from a man of intellect. You sound like a man of true intellect.
Let me tell you something. You and the rest of these gringos, cockroaches in here.
Oh, brother, no, I'm not gringo, brother. Dude, I'm far from gringo.
I will not pay for it. It will never happen. It will never happen. I will never in life pay for condom sex.
You said yeah, right? I'm going by the words that fell out of your mouth. You were the one that said I ain't got caught up yet.
Right, but what I'm saying, because I can't guarantee the future. So of course I'm gonna say yeah. But what I'm telling you is now again, am I 100% sure? After nothing in life is guaranteed. But what I'm explaining to you is I have been as much careful. I get myself checked. So as far as I'm concerned, it is what it is.
I'm with that, brother. I'm with that getting checked out. Because even some of us brothers that protect yourselves, you got to get checked out. Because you never know what could have happened.
Let's be real for 1 second. Let's be real for 1 second since we're talking on intellect. There have been several million cases of people, even with using condoms, have still caught in something. So let's be real. Let's be clear about it. Just because you use a condom, that does not mean you are 100% secure for a bitch that if she has something. And there are red flags to catching a bitch that may have something. And like I said, I'm not even going to go into detail on it, but all I'm going to say is, like I said before, it's different if you're running train on just bitches out of the bar. Of course not. But if you have a regular bitch, that shit can happen in a marriage. That shit can happen in a relationship.
Right.
All that shit can happen. So what
it can happen, but I would rather not take the gamble as much as you would. Let's put it like this: with a condom, my percentage will be far lower than yours without a condom. My percentage is far lower than yours to get the person pregnant. My percentage is far lower than yours to getting herpes. My percentage is far lower than yours than getting any type of disease that ain't even been pronounced in the United States. Brother, they got stuff out there in other countries we ain't never seen yet. I remember I was talking to this older dude that lived in Africa. Man, this dude was telling me about venereal disease. We didn't even know it was invented in the United States. So when you travel to these other countries, the stuff that you might be familiar with, oh yeah, cool. But they got some stuff, man, that's out there, man, you do not want to catch. You do not want to catch. And he was telling me, he said, we don't even have the antidote for some of the diseases that they got in certain countries. And so for you to just be skipping around and take your dick on tour, man, come on, it ain't worth all that. I mean, pussy good, but I ain't never had no pussy that was that spectacular to make me want to put my health in. I ain't never had no
Well,
coffin
here's the
making
thing.
pussy.
Hold on.
This pussy made me want to jump
Let
in
me
a
tell you
coffin.
something. Let me tell you something. To each his own. That's
I ain't
your
never
opinion.
had no death
That's your
defying
opinion.
pussy. This nigga like evil
Like I
Knievel.
said, that's your opinion.
I ain't never had no death defying pussy.
That's your opinion, though. That's your opinion. If that's how you want to live, that's on you.
I'm
But
with
that
you,
ain't gonna
brother.
affect me or anybody else. That's you.
Brother. I believe that tonight you're gonna go raw dog up in something that I would go about. I ain't mad at you. I would go and you go raw dog up in it. Brother,
like I said,
and I'm around them all. That's true. That part is absolutely correct, brother. At the end of the day, I agree with you on that. And plus, I commend you in the fact that, first of all, you're a traveler. You're a black male traveler, and I commend you on that. And anytime I see a brother out there work hard in the States and you do what you want to do with your money, I commend you 100% on that. And I don't have no complaints about that part. At all. So when you say each is on, I have to 1,000% agree with you at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, like I said, to each his own. Like I said, let me tell you something. I don't judge anybody because I don't have the right to judge you, just like you don't have the right to judge me. Like I said, if that's how you want to rock and you prefer that, that's on you. If I want to rock like that and I want to do sex without a condom, that's on me. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you something. And this is just for everybody in the chat. I don't give two fucks about how another man spends his wallet. If he want to go throw off, just like on Old Boy channel, if that man want to go and spend all his money on dope, let him be him. Let that man be him.
That's true. That's true. I got to give you that one. But you can't be surprised when you have a group of males and you bring that into the barbershop, aka roller tape, and don't be surprised when dudes say, "What the hell?" So you can't be surprised at the "what the hell."
No. That makes us all unique. And like I said, I'm not knocking any of you guys. Like I said, I respect each one of y'all and how y'all views are. But at the same time, it's got to be played on my court as well. Like I said, you may not agree with how I do it, but at the end of the day, it's how I get my rocks off. And like I said, I don't care how the rest of the channel, how y'all, that's your money. You do what you want to do with your money. I'm going to do what I want to do with my money. Like that don't mean nothing, you know? That's all I'm saying.
I give you that, but I'm still coming with them jokes at you. You better believe that one. I'm still coming with these death-defying. You sitting up there you got to sit up there with the matching Evil Knievel outfit on hers, you and her, and y'all doing death-defying willies in the pussy. Nah, bro. Nah, hell no. Y'all doing cartwheels all up in the hell no. And then especially when you know it's another dude been smashing that the whole time you was gone. You think she just kept her purity, her innocent? Hell no. And the dude that she usually smashing here in Colombia, he ain't even on your level of cleanness. He ain't on your level of income. He ain't even on your level of internet. This is one dude just beat back in until you come back to town. Yeah. Usually it's like that dude. It ain't usually some dude that's on your level. It's usually they be smashing some dude that's on the level that's nothing like yours. You completely on a different level of who you are as a man compared to a lot of these dudes down here in Colombia that they be smashing on a regular basis. Man, I be walking around and seeing dudes with dimes, and they be the scraggliest, raggediest looking dudes. You be like, what the hell? And then y'all come to town, you know, us brothers, we come to town looking all good, smelling all good. You know, we on the higher level of manhood. And I can see us being like that on another level. But the dudes that they smash on a regular basis, if you see some of these dudes that they smash on a regular basis, they can't even compete with you. So you looking like, if they can't compete with you just walking down the street, just imagine how nasty them monkeys is when they come to take care of their hygiene. And they smashing other chicks around. So Colombian man running around, smashing other chicks, smashing your girl, and whatever he got, he giving it to her. She don't, and a lot of times symptoms don't show up in women as fast as they may show up on a man. So now you breaking her back in, thinking that you're doing something spectacular. And at the end of the day, she gonna go back to that grimy dude that I be seeing her with in the mall all the time. I ain't telling you what I heard, brother. I see this all day, every day. Dimes be with the nastiest looking dudes. The guts all out. Just dude, the average Colombian don't even make money near what you make. So that's why she let you smash raw. The average Colombian dude bringing home $250 to $450 a month. You come with just $50 straight. She gonna let you go raw dog because she used to letting this nasty mouth go raw dog for nothing. And anytime you got a chick that's gonna let you go raw dog, you need to just check her anyway. Like, what? I'm my Airbnb.
Sorry, y'all. I had to order me something to eat real quick. But yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't care how
I ain't even
gets,
I ain't even putting it on you,
off.
brother. I'm just saying what I see down here. Like I said, I commend you as for all that you do in regards to what we all do as far as traveling, man, expanding who we are, broadening our horizons over the years. I commend you for that without a doubt. I'm just saying, based off of what I see here, realize the gamble is on you, not because of you, but because of, I know how these chicks are down here, dude. I know how these chicks do. Ooh, these chicks, they look good, but they grimy. They grimy. And that's why a lot of times you don't even see the dudes that live here paying for them. Like, I'm paying for your nasty ass. But then y'all come down here, y'all pay for these chicks. But the regular dudes be like, I'm paying for you nasty. How the hell am I pay for you? Bring your child in here, let's do this for free. Yeah, man. I'm telling you how they do it. And then y'all come down like, oh, she's so fine. This is my main. All right. All right. I be sitting back laughing, dog. Now I see why Colombian men and women laugh at us when we come from another country, because I'm laughing too. I ain't gonna even lie, man. You go to raw dog and chicks, man. Like you said, brother, you said yet. And that's the key word. You ain't got it yet. But you got a lot of life to live, and don't throw it away in the name of just one night of busting a nut up in the chick. That ain't, especially if you bust a nut in enough of them, you like, man, I'm over she just fine. You should just be like, okay, let me go ahead and protect myself, beat this chick back and go on about my business. Am I the only one on here, or that's just the only one talking?
No, I'm listening. I'm listening to you. I'm sorry. No, like I said, at the end of the day, everyone's going to have their own different way of doing things. And like I said before, I don't expect anyone to understand how I am. I don't expect that. And because we're all unique.
Have you ever had that moment? Have you ever had an aha moment or moment? Yeah, moment with a chick? I'm trying to get to your business. Have you ever had a moment where you like, not at all. I don't think I should have did that way.
Yeah, no, not at all. I haven't had that. Like I said, let me tell you something.
Every man has had an moment. You can't tell me that you ain't never had an moment when you thought she was pregnant, or you thought, wait, hold on.
Re-ask that question again. I'm sorry.
Every chick that you done went wrong, you just 100%.
No, re-ask the question. It cut out. Re-ask the question again.
Yeah, have you ever had that moment? And many of us can have. I have. Even wearing common. Have you ever had an moment with a woman where you like, I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have. Maybe.
I mean, once in my life, yes. But what I'm saying is, anytime I travel, I have a goal and I have an objective and I achieve it and I have a plan on when I do my stuff. Now, like I said before, every dude is different on how they approach these women and how they, I guess, how they rock, if that makes sense. Everyone has a different approach. So all I'm saying is at the end of the day, we travel to have fun. We travel to get, obviously every last one of us travel outside of the United States because we can't get what we can't get at home, correct?
No. Not me. I never did.
Hey, Johnny
you travel?
No, I never did.
Johnny LA, just tell the people, don't try this shit at home. You know what I mean?
Thank you. That's it. That's it.
No. Let me tell you something. Do you know how many subscribers have already talked about they done did the Johnnyism? Now, I didn't make that shit up.
Johnnyism now?
I didn't make that shit up. I didn't make it up. I just said,
do you encourage brothers to do that? Do you encourage others to do this?
Let me tell you something. I encourage people to do what they want to do. You ain't got to do it how I do it. Someone else came up with the Johnnyism, not me. That shit started on OW's page. Someone in the chat did that. So now people done did it. Like I said, my thing is this. I'm in control. These bitches are not in control. They in control. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I fucked up. I'm in control, not them.
Right. That's right.
They're gonna do what the fuck I want them to do. So if I say I want to piss in their face, that's what the fuck I want to do. If I want to do anal, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. If I want them to swallow my nut, this is what I'm gonna do. It is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and tell anybody differently. I don't give a fuck how you roll a tape, travel team, anybody. Oh, I don't care who it is. If that man is let you do how you want to do it. If you get your nuts off by fucking with the condom, hey, let me tell you something. There's a lot of people I know in here that don't like it. It's a cool, but I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me regardless.
Oh, W, where you at,
Right.
man?
Looking like OW was on mute for a minute.
Oh, W, you still there? I know you had the L40 shit.
Yeah.
Where you at, Blackmen Travels, man? They ain't let you come in there, man. What's going on? What you think about all this?
I've heard this before. You know, I know guys that.
Yeah, I'm here, dog, bro. You know, bro, I can't really knock that man. Do the thing, bro.
Nah, I ain't saying
you
not.
saying,
I said,
bro?
do you agree?
My bad.
Do you agree with what he's saying? Do you co-sign this behavior?
Oh,
Cause he started on your channel
his
now.
bad? Yeah, I mean, wait, hold on now. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this clearly, right quick, because I gotta go. Every man is responsible for their own actions. If his actions will make him happy, I'm all for it. Now, will I do what he do? No, but as long as he's happy, then I'm happy for him. And that's why me and him get along. And it's a no judgment zone, because I don't judge people for the actions, because they have to be responsible for them, not me. You know. And I've been in the medical field long enough to know that there are consequences for him, and I just hope it don't catch up to him. He may be at 1%, he may not be, but I wouldn't do it. Is all I'm saying. So that's why I get on and off with it.
Yeah, where you at, Colombia, man?
No, I was going to go ahead, Rich. What you going to say?
Shout out to Andy Moore. He said, "What up, Rich? Appreciate that donation, bro. You got any questions? Go ahead and post it up. Go ahead, Blackmen Travels."
No, I was just saying, man, I've heard this before with brothers, you know, I be in my travels, and I'd be like, yo, you know, I don't think you should do that, man, but, you know, do you, you know? I've had girls tell me, like, hey, your friend is crazy. Why does he want to use a condom with me? I'm like, I don't.
Let me tell you something. And actually, I'm actually glad you said that, because here's the thing. The reason why that bitch is saying that is because she wants the money. These bitches want money, so of course they're gonna say that. Let me tell you something. When I go to Colombia, every time I go to Colombia, I'm in control. There's no way in the world I'm gonna pay for condom sex. There's no. Let me tell you, when I was in Colombia, just like I said, my recent trip, I went down to the bar. To Parquietas. I had 4 bitches walk up to me. Even in the bars, $15, $20 for condom sex, fine as hell. And I turned them down. Do you know why? Because there's no amount of money that you can convince me to fuck with the condom. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be happy because you got your money, but I'm going to be the one fucking frustrated and not got my nut off.
Damn, brother, but just...
There's no way you can convince me to pay for condom sex. There's just no way. There's no way you can convince me.
It is, man. He just said y'all can't convince him. So, you know, that's...
Yeah, I wasn't trying to...
Now wait a minute. Me and OW, we met in Colombia. All right, I'm going to give you a perfect example. This is how me and OW are able to get along so well. I'm going to give you an example. He loved New Life. I can't stand... Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you the story. I went into New Life. The bitch tried to play me.
Man, why you keep exposing me, man? God, Jesus Christ,
put New Life out there, didn't he?
Man.
Hey, put New Life out there.
The chance he get, man. Let's expose OW. Let me
tell you something.
You say you be there when they open.
You doing New Life? You ain't telling nobody.
You say you be there when they open.
New Life and New Life.
Every American that travels to Colombia know about New Life. If you don't know about New Life, you don't need to fucking travel. Now, here's the thing. All right, I'm gonna tell you the story.
I know.
Now, I'm gonna tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. All right, I told OW this. This is the story. I went into New Life with another person. They brought out the 12 bitches. I went upstairs with the bitch.
I'm in route right now, cuz.
I told the bitch. I told her, I did not want condom sex, and she said, I can't give you. I said, no problem. The bitch trying to charge me, bitch, no. Your science is 2,000 pesos if I don't want the service. The bitch was fine as fuck. You will never convince me to pay for a bitch for condom sex. It won't happen. It will not happen. The bitch was mad. The owner was mad. Bitch, I don't give a fuck how mad you are. You will never get me in that room with that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Man.
All right, to the chat, man. If y'all ever had raw sex abroad, at least one time, hit 1. If you never had raw sex abroad, hit 5. I'm interested.
Now you telling me in the travel channel?
Hold on. I just want to see what the chat says. So type 1 if you hadn't, type 5. See what they saying. Shout out to K. Dot, Russian roulette at its finest.
Hell yeah! Like I say, you guys can be that 80% gringos that pay for condoms, not me. It will never happen. Never, ever.
Watermelon said too. He said he don't know. He ain't saying shit.
Yeah, I'm 5, man, on that one.
Damn. It's a lot of ones in here. They keeping it real now.
Yeah, it is a lot of ones up in there. I noticed that.
You're talking about regular girls, right?
We talking about period.
Yeah, just period.
Period.
Well, you gotta categorize that, to be honest, because like I
That's
said
true.
at the very beginning, I didn't say run straight through the bar bitches. I'm talking about a regular bitch. Now, if you just meet a bitch in the park, well, first of all, like I said, I'm a different creature.
Johnny LA,
Didn't
man.
you just say you was going up a new life trying to go wrong?
Hold on, let me
So what's the difference between going up a new life trying to go wrong and going to a bar and trying to go wrong?
Right. If I'm paying for it, yes, absolutely. It's my rules. If I pay. If I ain't paying for it, that's a whole different thing. If I'm paying for it, it's how I want it.
Okay, you got my question on that one then. I was gonna ask you like how do you know a regular girl is a regular girl when you meet them? Because working girls can be a regular girl too. You never know. They could just be off that day.
Right. And like I said, it is what it is. But like I said, I'm not paying for it. Now, like I said, I already said it. I have regulars. This ain't me running train through just a ton of bitches. But at the end of the day, like I said before, I respect every man. If you don't like it like that, that's cool. You spend your money how you want it, and I'm going to spend it how I want. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, what matters is we travel and we have fun, however that may be.
That's true.
I appreciate the honesty out of the chat.
But like I said,
go ahead, Andre.
Yeah, they are being honest. No, what I was saying is that sometimes we just, when we do certain things, just don't be surprised at the shock. And even when dudes are in shock, it's not necessarily that like for me, for example, I want to talk about what other guys are thinking. As for me, it's not judgmental or trying to convince you otherwise. But don't be surprised when you make a statement like that. And we know the statistics of what goes on in communities when it comes to sexually transmitted diseases, especially during this era. So just don't be surprised at the shock, and that's me coming with the shock, but not necessarily coming with judgment in regards to how you handle yourself as a man or even judge your money or any man's money. And that's where I come at. Afterwards, like I said, I commend you for doing what you do, brother. You're doing a lot more than a lot of other brothers in the States in regards to traveling and just being yourself and just enjoying your life, live your life. And I commend any man that's doing that. But just that initial shock of what? You can't be surprised at that. You can't be surprised that when you get that response from dudes, that type of thing.
Yeah, I think more brothers are just concerned about this brother, falling into a trap and getting himself sick, some shit. You know what I mean? I don't think they really trying to tell him what to do. They just trying to
No.
Be aware, you know what I'm saying? But you know, to each his own, man. But
if
Like
they
I
ain't
said,
truth told, you can't say you ain't never been told.
like bro, he ain't the
Go
only
ahead,
one.
bro.
Like I said, in my travels, I meet brothers that be doing that. You know, kissing the girls and raw dogging and not using rubbers. And I'd be like, bro, I don't see how you do that, bro. But to teach his own. You have to be responsible for your own actions, like the brother said before. Personally, I think that shit's nasty.
Yeah.
Whatever. Because man, you don't want one of these diseases, bro. When you're waking up burning and shit feel like it's about to fall off. You don't want to do that, bro.
Let me answer this real quick. Kenneth McDonald, actually, you are a liar. I've actually met several good unicorns that have let me go raw, and OW has been a witness to that in Colombia. So you're a liar. Now fuck off.
damn. Oh boy,
But hey, I understand it, bro. Because like having sex with the condom on is like eating the Starburst with the wrapper still on, right? I get that, but at the same time, bro, you kind of need the wrapper if you're going to be doing that type of lifestyle, because it actually makes it uncomfortable for the female too. She's looking at you like, damn, nigga, why? So,
If that's the case, then don't charge me. If you're charging me, it's my rules.
Hey.
So you paying extra for that? Yo, shout out to Young Jay, man. He said he was off that white Henny and Sasua. He hit one raw.
But you know what? You got to
on the way. Shout out to you, Young Jay. Hopefully you be good, man. Make sure you go down to that pharmacy, get that doxycycline and all that other stuff that's gonna, keep you from getting chlamydia or the drip. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the drip. Hey, I got drip for sale. I got drip for sale. But go ahead, man.
What I was about to say was, the honesty that the brother is showing lets a lot of you guys that go across, cross countries know that, you might want to keep your condom kit because he ain't keeping his condom kit. And from all these ones that we seeing in here, a lot of dudes ain't keeping a condom kit, especially when they in DR. So you dudes that are condom dudes, man, y'all might want to keep them around because these dudes are showcasing. They telling you in advance, hey, you going after me and I went raw up in it. You don't know what I got. You don't know what I got in my body. And I'm going raw up in it. Now, I dare you go raw up in it behind me. So for you dudes that ain't wearing your condoms or need to wear condoms, you better get on the condom game. Because there's dudes out here like Johnny is saying, he's being honest. And all the guys in the group that's putting ones up and letting you know, warning, warning, warning. It's a lot of us out here and everybody ain't clean like Johnny. Like Johnny said, I'm that 1%. I done got past, but I bet you everybody that put that one up there didn't get past. And now you about to go raw dog up in the behind him. So these dudes letting you know, put your condom on because it's a dude that might have went ahead of you that didn't put a condom on and you don't know what that dude got.
Man, Johnny ain't studying that shit.
No, he not, but that's your job to study the Johnnies of the world. That's what my point is.
Right.
Johnny
I
said
ain't
he ain't
liking what
changed.
you're saying. I'm just saying that I know in his mind it ain't nothing we could tell him.
No, I'm not trying to convince him and tell him nothing, Rich. I kid you not. The people who I'm talking to now are the people that's coming up behind the Johnnies of the world. Don't sit back and think that you can sit up and go raw dog like Johnny and think you can gamble and end up with the same results. Don't, like you said earlier, Rich, don't try this at home.
Right, man. And let me pull up with this real quick, man. Let me show y'all what this shit is. And this is something y'all could do, man. Invest in your health, man. This is Quick, man. Y'all can see that, right? Mm-hmm. It's an HIV home test. Amazon is saying it's $39. You might could get it a little cheaper at CVS, one of them. I'm not sure, but it's at home test, man. It's just like almost like the same thing like when a female takes a pregnancy test, but you basically swab your mouth and it's got a script on it. It'll turn a certain color if the person is positive or if they negative,
Cool. Wow, that's what's up.
You swab up.
Mm-hmm.
And you put it down in a chemical. $20
Kick your feet up. And you got to make sure you do the kick your feet up part.
Right. Now, I don't know how accurate it is, but it's probably better to do something like that, especially if you guys say you got a main or whatever. A lot of guys say you got a main, after 2 months conversation on Tinder, now they're your main. You might want to take this test with you. You do it in your crib, buy 2 of them, you test yourself, she tests herself, and it's something, hey, $60. Well, what? Nah, it's $40 a piece, so $80. I think you can get them for like 29. You probably could find them for like 29 nowadays, but just search around, you can find that shit, man.
And I got somebody put in the comment section that any real woman is not gonna let you go raw up in and bust up in her like that. And I gotta say, it's a lot of women here that ain't for that. There are a lot of women that are, but I'm gonna tell you, it's a whole lot of women that ain't gonna let you bust up in them like that. And I'm talking about regular chicks. I ain't talking about the women that you pay for. That's a given. But as far as regular chicks, and I know a few regular chicks, and they'll never let nothing like that happen.
And guess what?
Especially if they got no shorties.
Guess what? And guess what? Just like I did on the other page, when that other dirty bitch that I told her, all them U.S. bitches can fuck off because I'll never touch another U.S. bitch. Never in life.
Oh, he sounded like me on that one. I ain't gonna even lie. He sounded like me on that.
Hold on, Johnny L.A. Johnny L.A. Oh, you mean to tell me if a badass chick in the U.S. say, all right, give me $40, $50, you ain't gonna touch him? Oh, he jumped off.
No, I wouldn't have. If I was single, nope. I wouldn't waste my
US no more?
I wouldn't waste my dude. And I'd have been through
I'm sorry, I didn't. What was the question?
I was saying, if you meet a fine chick in the U.S. and she say, all right, give me $50, you ain't gonna mess with her just because she's American?
Absolutely not. That's why I travel out. I won't touch another American bitch. It won't happen.
I was like that. So what he's saying is not far-fetched because I was like that for 3 years.
I'm gonna give you an example. I just did a little experiment. I went onto this little escort page just to see. This bitch talking about $160 for 30 minutes. Condom, no GFE, no rimming, no basically eating her pussy, whatever. I told this bitch, you can go fuck off. Why would I pay you $160 for 30 minutes? 30 minutes. That's dumb as fuck. But you know what? You got them typical gringos that don't have their passport. So guess what? They stay in the fuck right here in the United States and they're gonna pay those prices. When me and the rest of the other people gonna go pay $25, $30, $40. Easy.
Shout out to Jim. Shout out to
me,
Jim
Rich,
Foundation, man. Appreciate you.
My bad.
Got any questions or whatever? Post it up. I'll be looking for that. Appreciate that, brother. Go ahead.
But I am doing a trip back to Colombia very soon. Very soon. So that because I need to release. So yeah, I got to get back out there very quickly.
What were you saying, Andre? You were saying something.
What I was about to say was, for me, the United States slow.
He froze up.
Hey, he froze. The women ain't got a hold of your internet. I want to ask Andre a question too. Now I'm ready to ask it. Hey, so why Johnny LA, man? So,
oh, my bad.
Okay, you back, Andre. I want to ask you a question. So, okay, if you wasn't married, right? What else?
Right.
So why not date American women no more? It's none of them good out there.
It wasn't about them. It's a lot of good, beautiful, amazing women in the States. I'd be a fool. It's a gorgeous women in the States. You know, I was running through them like Dre the Ripper. You know, I had more hoes than a screen door. You know, like I used to say, I was saying, I got women by the dozen. If I ain't smashing you, I'm smashing your cousin. So I always had the women. But at the end of the day, what I was about to say was the United States itself slowly morphed into a place of just focus on business for me, because I knew that I was leaving the country. So anytime I came back to the States, it was just business, 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 business. I wasn't thinking about no chicks in the States. I wouldn't want to be bothered with none of the headaches of the chicks in those States. And it was all about the grind for me. And so when I left, that was my, like the brother said, my release state, my release place, because I would travel to so many countries so many times throughout the year. So I was never really in the States like that anyway. And so when I did go back to the States, and each time I went back, my mind was just always focused on business, my grind, get myself prepared to get up out the States. And so when I got out the States, then I could start focusing on, you know, really on the female aspects, even though when I was traveling, I was focusing on the fun aspects outside the state. But inside the States, female couldn't get my time, man. Yep. Females couldn't get my time. No, dude, my female friends, I mean, hot Asian chicks, hot Italian chicks, hot black chicks, always had, dude, believe you me, I've been out there. But my point is that when it was time when I knew that I was going to leave, the more I was outside the state and I came back, the United States was just a place for business for me. It wasn't a place of pleasure. It was just, Andre, get your grind on and get the hell up out of here. Whether I was back in the States for 4 months, 2 months, whether I was back in the States for a year, it was always just on a grind. So for me, it wasn't anything against the ladies in the United States. Me personally, it was just as I evolved as a traveler and evolved as a person that was planning to leave the United States, my interest in the ladies in the States, and I didn't purposely do it, it just happened. It just slowly dissipated. And whenever I want to beat something back, I could just jump on a plane and beat they back in, whether I was going to Canada, whether I was going to one of the islands, whether I was going to Panama, whether I was going to Costa Rica, it didn't matter. Because I could easily hop on a plane, smash and dash, and then shoot back to the United States and be on business mode.
Exactly. I'll tell you a quick story. At one time, I was at a little restaurant. I forgot the name of it in Atlanta, man. And I don't know if a guy, I was a real pretty woman. She's like a little actress. And I don't know if the guy was trying to purposely hate her or anything like that. But he was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Mr. Blackmen Travels. I be watching your channel, bro. I said, you be traveling all over the world. That's what's up, man. The brush me, we need to see that." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it." And the whole date just changed. Her whole demeanor changed. She said, "Oh, you travel the world?" I was like, "I've been to a few places." She was like, "Where you been?" And I said, "Brazil." It was a wrap. It was a wrap. The whole conversation kept going, "So why do you go to Brazil? Like, what is there to do in Brazil? I just don't understand." I said, "Brazil is beautiful. It's like a black, beautiful country. Everybody's great." Yeah, and I also hear there's beautiful women in that country as well. They get so intimidated when they know they are a traveler. So it's hard to try to date in the States, because once they get a hold of you being an international black man, a traveler, they get really intimidated by that. Mm-hmm. They really get like, "Oh, I can't run my game on this guy. This guy be in Brazil next week. You know, I can't control him with my bags."
You know what? I got to agree with you on that one. I got to agree with you because that actually happened to me, because my kid's mother, I ain't touched her in 2 years, and me and her can sleep in the same bed, and I won't fuck her because I know my options are the U.S. Matter of fact, when I came back from Colombia, she actually took me to Olive Garden. I don't know if it was her way of trying to get the dick, but bitch, you ain't getting nothing.
Mm-hmm. You would think that would turn women on more.
True. And it's so true.
Well, I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna say this in cutthroat. You know, I want a submissive bitch. That there it is. I want a submissive bitch. I want a bitch that's gonna cater to me. If I tell her at any given time to lick my ass, toss a salad, suck my dick, whatever the case is, then she gonna do it.
Yeah.
Without all the pressure that's brought on by, you know, the mindsets of some of the women that are in the States. Like I said, women in the States are still gorgeous, still beautiful, still professional, still focused. But my focused my focus actually evolved and changed over.
But let me just ask you this
therefore,
let me ask you this real quick, Andre. Do you tell the women in the States that you travel? Like,
no, you know what?
Yeah,
it was an intimidation factor. It was like I became like an alien. It was like I became like this alien brother instead of just a regular everyday brother. It was like It was like you said. They didn't know which trick bag to come out of because they realized that the competition now is not just U.S. sisters or sisters that I'm just using sisters as an example. Not just U.S. sisters, but sisters on a global scale. Now they got to compete with a brother that knows better and will tell them no in a second. So now they're used to having dudes that's, oh my God, you're so fine, you so. Me, I'm looking at them like, what? I know a female like you that work in McDonald's in my country. What are you talking? You ain't no fine chick. How the hell you walking out of Lamborghini? I know 5 chicks better than you, and they work at a chicken shack. So once you have that mindset, they see that they can't come like you were saying with those games and those tricks. But especially if you're a man that's on your square about who you are as far as business or your job or your career, they really see I can't come with the games, and so that area of intimidation comes. A lot of women, they want you because you almost like that. You are the unicorn. I'm going to change him. I'm going to convince him, and he may not want them, but he wants me. So I had, at one point in time, I had all type of female coworkers hitting on me because I wasn't the dude that was hitting on them. And the more I was pushing women away, like, hey, I'm on business mode, you can go with that. And the more they would come, and the finer they would be. I kid you not, the finer they would be. And I'm like, yeah, I do know you in the friend zone. What? I ain't gonna be no friend. You the friend zone too. You too. Y'all all in the friend zone. I ain't touching nothing in this country. Ain't gonna be no mistake with getting no kids. Ain't gonna be no diseases. Ain't gonna be no arguing, no fussing with no female in the States again. I don't want to meet no mamas, no cousins, no pastors, no uncles. I ain't got to worry about none. I just want business and get out this country and travel. Business, travel. Business, travel. That's all I wanted from the United States. That was it. And that's how I played it. And that's why I'm here in Colombia, because I treated United States for what it is. Taylor May Russell said this years ago. When he first started his channel, he said the best thing that the United States has ever done for a black man was passport and a U.S. currency. And he never lied. He never lied. I'll never forget when he said that. That was a life changer for me when he said that. He said that your U.S. passport and the U.S. currency was the best thing that America has ever done for a black man. And I thought about that and I said, let me test it out. And I live here in the country in which I want to go to, and I'm traveling to other countries. And whenever you see me in the States, you already know that brother on business.
Exactly.
That's it. Like I said, it's nothing against the women, but United States is a place of business for me. I understand why Tina Turner will come to the United States, do a tour, go back to Europe. Sade come to the United States, do a tour, go back to Europe. Michael Jackson come to the United States, do a tour, go back. I see why Leonardo come to the United States, do a movie, and then because they realize U.S. is where you make your money and the world is where you live.
Exactly. And with all this technology, you can make money like never before through the internet, the laptop lifestyle, bro.
Yes, you can.
You know what? To be actually honest, and to be real, and this is the reality too. I live in California, so I'm right next to the Mexican border. Like I said, now obviously I'm not, I'm not a man made of money, so I can't do. If I could do Colombia every week, I would fucking do it. But you gotta have a plan B. My plan B is going to Mexico because I'm right next door. I walk across the border, I walk back. And like I said, I was there last night. I'm going back tonight. I have a regular, like I said, you have to plant your seeds. And when I say not talking about kids I'm just saying plant your seed with your bitches. Like I said, the bitches in Mexico, they don't know that I go to Colombia. They don't know that shit. They just know I'm down there. I'm helping them. I get my rocks off and we move the fuck on. Like I said, that's my go-to. Why would I pay $100, $60? I mean, these bitches are just being outrageous. One, like I said, for me, when I go to Mexico now, I tell these bitches, we're in a pandemic, bitch. You giving me a discount? You're not gonna, and they go for it because they ain't got a choice. It's either the pandemic or they get nothing. You know how many girls I had message me? And I had a bitch the other day message me from Tijuana, was desperate. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that you are in control. We're in a pandemic, bitch. The bars are not open. You working, behind the scenes. So as far as I'm concerned, you either take this 50 or you get the fuck on.
Shout out to Erwin, man. What's going on with you? Eskimo brother.
But like I said, everyone's different. Now, and again, and this is the part where it makes me separate and different. If the bitch does a good job, I might throw her a little tip in. I might throw in an extra, 200 pesos, 300 pesos, and they won't know it until after the job is done. Just like when you go to a restaurant, you give good service to someone, they give you a tip afterwards, correct?
Right.
Good point.
What up, Aaron? What's going on?
Same thing, man. I'm out here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good. No, I'm out here, man. Just chilling, same old thing, listening to the show, and I mean, it's a subject everybody touched already, but it's just, shocking to hear it. I've heard of people saying stuff like that and joking in groups and saying something like that, but to actually hear a brother with the age, this gentleman has and saying what he's saying is no offense to him at all, but in my opinion, it's just pure ignorance. I don't understand how somebody would even think like that or even do that type of stuff. But like everybody been saying, if that's what gets you up, that's what floats your boat. That's cool. Some people smoke crack, some smoke weed, but I personally wouldn't encourage somebody to smoke crack. You know what I mean, or something like that. So that's pretty much it. I'm just tuning in and listening, man. That's pretty much it.
All right.
Here's the thing. Here's the reality. Every brother is going to be different. And, at the end of the day, how you get your rocks off is how you get your rocks off. But like I said, everyone's, I guess you could say everyone's mindset in their brain, like I said, for me, it will never operate for me to pay for condom sex. That's just,
I get that.
And like I said, but we are, like I said at the very beginning of this conversation, I made it very clear that I don't condone running through bitches, but at the same time, I have regulars that I mess with. Now, again, doesn't matter if I have a regular bitch or not. Even in a relationship or marriage, you can catch something. And even with the condom on.
Here's the thing, right? Like the reality of the situation is, like, I understand your situation and I understand your regulars and all of that. And I get that. That's cool. I think my concern is more of the fact that and I'm not saying you're doing this, but this is from me observing and what I'm hearing. My concern is the fact that the way this whole subject is being spoken of is as if the risk factors are real minuscule or non-existent or even not important. And I think that's the part that's a little concerning, because with 86 people watching this, or no telling who's going to watch it later, with numbers being thrown out, like, you have a 1% chance, and like to people that really want to get out, or people who, may be a little timid on unprotected sex, and they're hearing stuff like that and hearing you say, like, I've been doing this all this time and I haven't caught anything and I've been traveling here doing that. I think it kind of sends the wrong message, and it makes people more willing to try something that isn't recommended by medical professionals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you're doing is mongering. You're mongering, whether it's a chick you have a rapport with, where you go 7 or 8 times in Colombia and you're fucking her and you're the regular, or she's your regular. Yeah, she's your regular the same way she's my regular, the same way she's another nigga's regular. You see what I'm saying? And
well,
I think,
but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but at the end of the day, like I said at the very beginning, there's no way I'm gonna pay to be uncomfortable. If that makes sense.
Listen, and at
the end of the day, at the end of the day, maybe she's not a regular. Maybe she's a regular. I don't know. I'm not watching this bitch 24 hours a day. But like I said, here's
the thing though, and I'm not trying to overstep what you're saying. I'm having a little problem with the words, bro. Like, when you're talking about I'm not paying to have protected sex, I'm not paying to be uncomfortable. Let me give you an example. Like, people who've traveled with me, and when it comes to getting Airbnbs, they know how I am. The room needs to be a certain way. Things need to be symmetrical. The TV has to be a certain way. The bed has to be positioned a certain way. If it's not, this will make me uncomfortable. Now, this comfortability is not a life or death situation. This is not me going to the bathroom and peeing cottage cheese out my meat, or me screaming when I'm having an erection, or like your comfortability there. We're talking about life or death, bro. Like
well, that's your hold on. That's your wait. Hold on. Now I gotta cut you off. That is your opinion. That's your opinion and your statistics on it. What I'm simply saying is it doesn't. I'm not gonna say it doesn't involve me, because it does. I'm human. But what I'm telling you is how you're speaking. That is your personal opinion. You have no idea how I do me and how I roll. And to be honest, and like I said at the very beginning, I personally don't give two fucks about how another man spends his money. I don't give two fucks about anyone. If it was up to me, I'd probably be the only one solo traveling if it came down to it, because the prices would be cheaper for me.
Let me get this straight. Let me. I want something I want to understand when you say this is my opinion. Like, and correct me if I'm wrong about my opinion. You traveled to Colombia, right? Anybody who became your regular, okay? The first time you met them, when you engaged in sexual encounters with them, this was unprotected.
Correct.
So what we're saying, so the reality of the situation is that all of these chicks that became your regulars, that you had unprotected sex with, were strangers.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm gonna tell you why.
No, come on, man.
Not necessarily.
You hadn't had sex with the person yet.
No. You're not listening to me. I think I made this very clear at the very beginning. I plant my seed before I get there. I kept saying that. People are not listening to me. I plant my seeds before I get there. What I mean by that is the girls that I'm messing with, I've talked to them prior. Meaning that I've been talking to them for a couple of weeks. I'm not talking about going down to the bar and just fucking them. Because for one, the bitches in the bars are not, they're not going to give me what I want. So why would I even risk that? No,
okay,
I plant my seed.
I apologize for the wording. The wording that I used was strangers. So in your definition, they're not strangers because you vetted them or you spoke to them for months prior on.
Well, it depends. Yes, I've been communicating. So the minimum, I communicate with them at least 3 weeks prior to me getting there. Now, if it's more than that, then so be it. But what I'm simply saying is that I communicate with them. I'm not just going down to the strip and just fucking every bitch I see.
I'm communicating. And don't get me wrong, speaking to them prior to is better than going down to the strip in Yetis and picking up a chick off the street and not knowing her from shit and fucking her raw. That's totally different. Don't get me wrong, but like, let's be realistic about this, bro. You're speaking to women online that you have never met, that you have no history, sexual history, no personal history.
You don't need all that. You don't need all that. You don't need all that. You don't need that when you first talk to somebody. You don't need that.
You're telling me that all of that information is not important to go wrong?
Nope, not at all. I'm gonna tell you why. In my opinion, again, this is my opinion. So you're asking me, and I'm gonna tell you my opinion. No, I don't think it's important at the very beginning. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a bitch can lie to you all day and night. Now, am I gonna, in reality, eventually, yes, I will cross that bridge. We'll go to the doctor, whatever. But and again, it depends on the bitch. It depends on if it's gonna be serious or if we're just fucking. If we're just fucking, and like I said at the very, very beginning of this, when I got on the live, doctors have already shown it. It's in the statistics. It's been in articles. You can fuck a bitch raw. As long as your pores do not open, you're not exposed.
Let me explain something to you, bro. My dad's a pharmacist. My mother has been a practicing nurse for over 40 years. Sexually transmitted diseases like HIV are passed through any bodily fluid. Okay. Now, the amount of the bodily fluid is different depending on the liquid that we're talking to, if that we're speaking about. If you're going by that open pore shit or open wound, you're really fooling yourself, bro. Like,
nope. Wait. Now that's your opinion. But there have been statistics, it has been put in articles, and like I said before, every person's body is going to be different. Like I said, there are red flags. There's nothing in life is guaranteed. I could be with a girl for years. We can go get checked out, and one day she could pop up with HIV.
That's correct.
As the other guy said earlier, is that the chances for him with the condom may be lower than a person like me that don't use condoms. But the principle at the end of the day is that there's still a chance. Anytime it's a 1% or higher, it's still a chance.
Here's the thing. Like let's use common sense about this. And I'm not trying to insult you. At the end of the day, humans are about self-preservation. You're about saving your life and your life of the loved one that you can, or extending it as much as possible. So if one gentleman is saying, hey, statistically, by me having a condom on, I have a lower percent chance of getting somebody pregnant or contracting a sexually disease, is a smart, logical thing to say and logical thing to do. It's no different than a dude putting the keys in his ignition and getting behind that wheel and taking an 8-hour trip and not having your seatbelt on. Can you survive without your seatbelt off? Yeah, you can survive. It's possible you might not get in any accident. It's possible you might get in an accident and you have no injuries, or it's possible you could really get fucked up or die. Like, so my whole thing is, when I'm thinking about loving yourself and caring for ourselves, how much do we really care for ourselves and love ourselves if self-preservation is not priority on the list? If that's not the first thing on the list, how much do you really love yourself, bro? Like, you're willing to possibly end your life or live with a disease the rest of your life due to your comfortability?
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. Again, that's your opinion on that. And as long as I've lived,
that was actually a question
for me.
I would like to hear the answer to that.
I didn't have an opinion, but I asked the question. Yeah.
I want to hear the answer to that question.
Well,
it wasn't an opinion
like
at all.
I said, well, the way you're phrasing it and wording it, for me, I don't see those views that way. I see it from a different side. And like I said, what has my maneuver and my strategy has worked for me. And the saying is if it's working, don't stop working. I'm not gonna deviate from it. Now, again, things, obviously anything can happen. But what I'm saying is that until I cross that road, I will deal with it. But as of right now, again, nothing in life is perfect. Nothing is guaranteed. Anything can happen to us. But I'm going to continue doing me if I'm paying. That's what the concept I don't think you guys are understanding. And like I said, to each his own. Hold on, to each his own. To each his own. For me, in my opinion, I cannot pay to be in two things. I cannot pay to be uncomfortable, and I can't pay for something that they want. Because at the end of the day, it's my money.
And I totally understand that. And I'm not going against you on that. It's whatever makes you happy. It's your money. You earn it. You spend it how you want. My main concern is about the broadcast and the way this can be perceived and projected. There's a lot of people in this group that are, some are 50s, they're more experienced, they may not feel the same way that you do. There may be dudes who are new to traveling and they're 21 years old and they're getting frustrated. And and these younger generation people are already on some no condom type shit. You see what I'm saying? So for somebody and I'm assuming that you're over the age of 35, and I'm not trying to insult you. I'm sorry?
I'm not over 35.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to insult you. I just assumed that you were.
No.
But what I was saying, there's somebody with your age, I'm assuming definitely over 18, and experience and seeing the world and seeing diseases and having sexual education. And it's just amazing to me. Like, when I hear it jokingly, it's different. It's just amazing to me to actually hear a brother saying this on a live broadcasting to the world, knowing that there's a possibility of people who can possibly have the same mentality as you. And if your ratio is 1 out of 500,000, 1 out of 700,000, whatever, 1 out of a million, all it takes is for that one brother to say that one thing and believe that as well. And a million niggas listen to this, and that stat plays out.
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, everyone's going to do what they want to do. Like I said before, people have already then gave out the slogan Johnnyism. People then did it already. Like I said, my slogan, and it will never change, my slogan is, I'm not going to pay that I be happy. So if that man or woman or whoever it feels the same way, then that's how they feel. It is what it is. If they understand my concept of paying for something and not be happy, and the bitch is happy, fuck no. And like I said, I already am aware that this is broadcasted nationwide. Now let me say this. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. From day one, since I've done it live, I've been real and I've been honest. Now I could easily come on anybody's live and lie and be like, oh yeah, sure, I do condom sex. Yeah, I'll pay that bitch $100 or whatever the case is. But I'll be lying to myself, and then my integrity is more important.
And
So
I
you can hate me,
I
you
respect
can
that.
hate me, you can hate me, you can love me, but at the end of the day, what how I get my right, it don't matter how anyone feels about what I do. I'm just explaining my story, and it is what it is. You can take
No,
it or leave it.
and believe me, I respect the fact that you're being very honest. You know what I'm saying, and that's why I'm not, insulting. I'm not. I respect that. We got difference of opinion, and obviously we've been involved in different things in our lives that led us to where we are now and making the decisions that we make. But let me ask you this question, and this is kind of a personal question. I don't know if you want to answer it or not, because you said you've been traveling about 7 to 8 times a year to Colombia. Within all that time that you've been traveling to Colombia and living this lifestyle, by estimation to your best guess, how many of these type of women do you feel that you personally ran through? And in addition to that, you mean to tell me after living this type of lifestyle and running through these women, you've never the next day been worried or scared? You've never had a scare. You were always, and what I mean by scared, what I mean is like, you have a scare and you really feel like you might have made a bad decision, and you like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Have you actually encountered that? And then you had a scare, you said, I'm not going to do it anymore. You got tested, you found that everything was good, and then you went and continued with the same actions again?
I've never no, because I've gotten myself checked in Colombia. So no, to answer your question, I didn't feel any type of way.
Okay. And how many do you think you ran through by estimation within all your travels to Colombia?
Well, it depends on what you mean by ran through, because like I said, I have my regulars. So I mean, to answer the question, maybe 2 or 3. But again, like I said, I keep regulars. I'm not like your typical average gringo or dudes in the chat or whoever that just want to run training and have a contest about who can fuck how many bitches. I like to keep the same bitch, because if I can get one bitch that's gonna do everything I need her to do, there's no reason to change her.
So,
I can
okay,
keep her in my pocket.
let me ask you another question. And I think this is a very important question. God forbid you do catch some type of illness, and it's not curable. You have to live with it the rest of your life. Now you have no option but to put a condom on. What are you going to do? Are you going to live uncomfortable, or are you going to be comfortable?
Well, it's okay. So I again, I
The
don't believe
fact
that
that
will
you
happen
can,
to me.
the fact
Well,
that
let
you
me
cannot answer that
let me answer.
immediately is
Okay,
very worrisome,
I'm
bro.
gonna answer your question.
Listen, it shouldn't take you that long to answer. That's a very important
No.
thing.
You okay, let me answer the question.
All
So
right.
to answer it, again, I think your question is a little biased, but I'm just gonna answer it anyways. If caps with the big if that was to happen, I would still not use a condom.
And
Bottom line.
and here's
I'm
my
glad
thing.
that you answered it like
Listen,
that.
so my brothers listening to this show and roll the tape. I really need
Right.
brothers to listen to this, because this is the thing that I
Right.
said a long time ago. I said this hours ago before I even asked them this question. There's certain personalities, certain things that you hear from certain people, you understand and you know what they are about. Now, I don't know your name, brother. I'm not trying to insult you. I don't want you to think I'm insulting you.
No,
I'm
no, no.
bringing
I
down
don't. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
this,
something.
this,
How
this
you
is
how you are, it doesn't change what I'm gonna do.
yeah.
But like I said, what I your question is a little biased,
Well,
because
look, it's out
we're I mean this the only thing we're saying is the what ifs. But like I said before,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me speak. The reason I'm saying what if, you can't say it's biased, because earlier in the show you said the word yet, which means you haven't contracted anything
well,
yet.
here's the thing. I said,
So,
hold on. No. If I said yet, because like I already said
because
several
it's a
times,
possibility.
nothing in
You
life
said
is
you
guaranteed. You're not listening to me. Nothing in life is guaranteed.
no,
So
it's not.
why would I go on to there and say I'm guaranteed to not get it? Then I would be lying to myself.
But
So
here's
I'm saying yet, as in anything can happen. There's a
listen,
1% chance that can happen.
listen to what you're doing. You're saying that you said the word yet because nothing is guaranteed. But when I say if, because nothing is guaranteed, I'm being biased now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because you put the question out there as if this was gonna happen.
That's
Which,
not.
like I said before,
I said if. I said I hope it does not happen to you, and I do not wish any illness on you. Then I proceeded by saying, if it does happen.
and let's okay, and really to add on to the question, to add on to the question, to that is it all depends. I still stick with my answer. No, I wouldn't use a condom. But at the same time, it would depend on the situation. Because
Your
if I was
your
married,
answer of
well,
not
hold on,
using.
you're not letting me finish.
Go ahead.
I still say no. I would not use a condom, but it depends on the situation I'm in. At that moment, like I said, since we're putting the ifs out there, if I could throw out, I'm just going to throw out two different scenarios. If I was married and this was to happen, then I would let my partner know. Okay, or whatever the case is. If this was the case, if I wasn't married and I was going to get involved with someone, I would give her the option, and then maybe I would use the con. And again, it depends. It depends on the situation. But I can't foresee that.
Here's my thing, and I'm not trying to insult you. This is my opinion. Okay, in my opinion, there's a lack of love for yourself, and there's a lack of love for other people, bro. This is just my opinion. I'm not talking bad about you. I'm not saying you don't love yourself. I'm just saying your love for yourself, I feel, is not at 100%. And your love for your partner or for your people or your fellow brothers or for whatever group that you're in is not where it should be either. If you are willing to put your life at risk and not preserve your own life and also possibly reduce the life of others, bro. And and I really hope people who are listening are grasping what I'm grasping from this, because this is sad. It's real sad.
Well, it's sad. It's sad to you. Unfortunately, it's sad to you, and it's your opinion.
You're correct.
But like I said, to each his own. To each his own.
But you're absolutely right. Like I said, this is my opinion. To me, this is how I feel. And I'm not saying that's what it is, but based upon my life experiences, my knowledge of diseases and Black people and traveling, to me, I feel that it's a negative thing. And like I said, this is solely my opinion.
But you know something in regards to this conversation as a whole, it was needed, because I think a lot of men and women that travel have become a little bit too comfortable with how they handle their sexual exploits. We've been hearing over the last few years, dudes just being kind of like out there. I got this when I'm smashing 4. I only got a smash 4 this weekend. I only got 2 condoms, and I did this or I did that with this one. So I've been noticing over the last maybe like 5 or 6 years, guys have been really becoming loose with their sexual exploits outside of the United States. And so a conversation like this needed to be had, not for the Johnnies of the world, because Johnny is who he is. You needed this, whether guys want to admit it or not, this conversation needed a Johnny, because, and not to put you down, Johnny, because I really commend you as a man for living your truths. And a lot of times in life, they don't let men live our truths. And so I have to let this be said. Now we know that you guys have to realize you coming behind a Johnny. And no offense, brother. And because if Johnny knew that he was coming behind a Johnny, he might not be who he is. So the one of the things that you keep mentioning, brother, is that I have my regulars, I have my regulars. But your regulars might be smashing a Johnny when you ain't around. And that Johnny might not be as clean as you, brother. And that's what my point is. You might be that 1%. You might be that clean Johnny. But the one that's coming, and remember, when Rich asked the question, how many guys are out there having the raw dog at least one time in other countries? It was a lot of ones going up. So he's in Johnny's situation, it's not rare. So this moment of this topic had to be had to wake a lot of brothers up. Like, you guys are gambling with your lives when you're in these other countries, and you need to wake up, because at the end of the day, while you sitting up there going raw dog, it's another brother that's right in the train coming right behind you raw dog, and another one coming raw dog. And then everybody ain't as clean as this brother is. He's clean. He said, I get checked out Every brother ain't doing that. I bet you if you sit back, you ask the question, how many of y'all getting tested on a regular like this brother Johnny is? I bet you most of them ain't. So they sitting up there going raw dog, but yet they want to do what Johnny does. But I bet you some of them sitting around with herpes right now. I bet you some of them got a shorty in another country right now. I bet you some of them got some purple coming out of their dick right now because they're trying to be a Johnny. And at the same time, they're not getting the same results of not catching anything like Johnny has. So this conversation right here that I commend Rich and the other brother for bringing up this topic, because this topic is a wake-up call to shake some of you brothers up. You can't be going raw dog behind the last man that went raw dog because you don't know what that last man got or doesn't have. That's the gamble part. And I commend what the other brother is saying, what Eskimo is saying in regards to that self-love and love for your fellow brother. If I give a dang about any of you brothers that are fellow travelers, I'm going to put a condom on because I might have something and I ain't trying to pass it on to you. I ain't dirty like that. So some of you dudes are so dirty, you ain't clean like Johnny. You know you got something. You steady using your passport, coming to these other countries, smashing some of these nasty chicks that already got something, even though she hot and she's sexy. And at the end of the day, you ain't telling us about nothing. And then you just got me going behind her, another dude going behind her and get with her in Cartagena at the clock tower. And at the end of the day, all of us are sitting back gambling because you didn't take the time out to put a condom on because you were so selfish because you want to deal with the feeling. And like I said, it ain't just Johnny. So let's not even come down on Johnny because there's too many ones that was put up in this comment section when Rich asked the question, how many of y'all out there going raw dog up in them chicks in another country? The dudes was throwing ones all over the place. Y'all got to shut that nastiness down, brothers. So this conversation, once again, I commend Rich. I commend everybody that's come on board. But most of all, I commend Johnny to wake the rest of us up. Like, hey, brothers, I do this, but I get tested and I'm clean. I don't know about the next man that's coming behind me. He might be nasty as hell and got something and went up in her. And now here you come going up in the number ones and you got something. So realize if you coming behind the Johnny, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get the results that he's got. You see what I'm going with that, fellas?
Yeah, Johnny, is that your name or like is that a term that you guys use for people who go raw?
Oh no, that's my name.
Oh, okay, let me ask you this then, Johnny. In your experience, like how many, like, have you actually had sex with the condom though? Like ever in your life?
Yeah, I have. I've out of my life, I've had sex twice with a condom, and it was not comfortable, and I felt disgusted for paying for something that wasn't comfortable. And after those two experiences, it made me realize that for me to pay for it and not be happy, it wasn't gonna work for me.
No, I understand it, but now let's talk about unpaid sex, right? Like before, I don't know how long you've been traveling, but before you're traveling, I'm assuming you weren't involved in relationships or you dated or you had one night stands. I'm assuming that's the case. Now, in those situations where you use like the sex was free, you're not paying for it. Were you using condoms?
Well, no, because I was in a relationship. That's different. Now, if I'm, like I said, if I meet a girl in Colombia and we don't have a relationship and she's just like, I want to use a condom and I'm not paying for it, well, I don't have a choice. But I will tell her that just so you know, my dick won't get hard on it. So you just going to be asked out about being us fucking. I might get a quick head splash in the face and move on. But I'll let her know up front.
Okay, that's what I was curious about. I didn't know if you had protected sex, or if you were used to having protected sex, or you were just always like that. Okay.
Typically I've been in a relationship, so I mean that wouldn't even be in the question. And like I said, but again, I've used it twice out of my life, and it was not, wasn't gonna happen.
That's understandable. Definitely.
But again, everybody's experience is different. Like I said, just like you said about your life and your opinion, for me, I've gone through life a time around, and for me, it did not pan out that way. And for me, I just can't do it. So.
Hey, you say you only had sex with a condom twice, brother?
Yes, sir.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, if that's the case, I mean, everybody remember when they first had sex and used condoms and shit, man. It's something you definitely got to get used to. You know what I'm saying? It's not a natural thing, you know. But if you use it, you'll
And
see
there
a
are some
guy.
girls, and there are some girls that I've personally met in Colombia that have told me they are allergic to condoms. So I mean, again, it's different for everybody.
All right, but it's
Hey
like,
Johnny, I got a question. My bad. I got food in my mouth. I was eating. But before you, and I'm not trying to be funny, but before you went to the extreme of no condoms, did you try like different condoms? Like, did you try like latex? Did you try like thin condoms? Did you try like
Yeah, I
polyurethane?
tried. I tried the 2 times. I tried the thin ones because the thick ones were too thick. I tried the thin ones, and it didn't work.
Okay.
and you got, like I say, man, that shit ain't a natural thing, man. But you just gotta find a condom that works for you, man. Like, you know, but at the end of the day, I know you're gonna be Johnny LA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that will never change. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
there's
but it's
nothing.
but
There
but but
there
the
there
but
there's
the
nothing. There's nothing to convince me that you're gonna pay for condom sex. There's nothing you can convince me because, like I said, you paying out of your pocket. So yeah, that'll never ever happen.
They saying risky things. Say maybe you can't get up with a condom.
Well, that is it. He hit it right on the spot. Yeah, my dick don't get hard with a condom. The minute that condom go on, the dick go down.
And you gotta have them chicks get your head with the condom on. You know what I'm saying? That'll help you out. I mean, I get it,
I mean,
man.
I'll be honest with you, Rich. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I say this in the group.
You don't use condom too?
I'm one of them niggas that I can't get head with a condom on. That's just me. But when it comes to sex, that's different. Like to me, getting head with a condom on is it's like taking a shower with your raincoat on. It defeats the whole purpose. Like I don't.
I mean, I feel you on that, but you know, what I'm saying is you probably get some head without the condom, and then when it's time to, you know,
and
do
then when
your
it's exactly,
thing,
and when
then
it's
a
time,
little
you
head
wrap
with
it
the
up.
condom on, and you know.
Exactly. Now having raw head, it still puts you at a risk of catching stuff. You can still catch chlamydia, you can still catch gonorrhea, you can still catch Trach. There's a lot of stuff you can still catch, but the risk is lower than actually intercourse and catching it that way. But I do get I do that's why I'm not completely, you know what I'm saying, like trying to tear him down up like that, because he's being 100% honest, he's being genuine, and I respect anybody being honest and genuine. And not giving a fuck about other people's opinion. I respect that out of them. You know what I'm saying? And in my own fault, I get head without a condom because I know niggas that won't do anything without a condom. They're getting head with a condom on and they're having sex with a condom on. You know, I know dudes like that, but I'm not like that. I'm gonna get it without the condom on. I'm gonna get head, but when it comes time to piping, I'm gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? So I could understand where he's coming from to a certain point, but I just feel like it's a little extreme in a sense as well.
Shout out to Brain Zero around the world. Yeah, I mean, condom head do suck, man. It does. It really does, man. But like you said, if a bitch got herpes in the mouth, man, you can easily get that shit, bro. Like, for real, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's on, man. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. You know, guys ain't gonna, they not gonna, they gonna do what they want to do, man. You know.
At the end of the day, this live, to be honest with you, brothers are gonna do what they want to do. Like I said, we can talk waste our breath all day and night. We can give people knowledge, we can not give people knowledge. People are gonna do what they want to do. You know, now, you know, again, this is what makes the world go round. You know, we all are different. We all are different creatures. And you know, like I said, you may like the condom, I may not, and that's okay. That's okay.
Brain Zero said, "Nasty bastard."
So is
Yeah.
the let me listen. I'm not trying to be vulgar on your show, Rich, and so I'm going to keep it clean. If
Right.
if penetration sex is good enough, without a condom, is oral sex good enough without a condom? Or you don't do oral sex at all, ever? You see what I'm saying? Because if it's good enough to put one body part in, is it good enough to put another body part in?
That's a good question.
Johnny, he asking you, do you perform more on the girls, man?
Well, the question was, can I get oral without a condom?
No. What I was
give them
saying,
oral?
John, yeah. Because if it's good enough, if it's clean enough, pure enough in your mind, and statistics are low enough in your mind that is good enough to put to have penetration sex with them. And if you're just a regular dude, you eating some, you can perform oral sex on a woman, not maybe on a regular basis, because like you said, but these may be your mains. But at the end of the day, do you consider the oral sex to be just as clean as the penetration? One body part versus another body part.
Here's the thing. For me, all right, since I'm answering this question, I don't go down on bitches. I that's not my forte. Now if it's my wife, that's a different story. But everything for me is without a condom. So the hair is without a condom, the sex is without a condom.
Even though you didn't answer my question, I didn't say for you. I said, do you consider in general? Let me put it like that. In general, would you consider in general, because we have a general audience that's listening to you? Would you consider oral sex to be just as clean or percentage as low as penetration? Because you said
I can't answer that question because I don't typically I don't do oral sex with women, so I can't answer that question. Like I said,
I was talking about the cleanliness, not the amount of performance, but the cleanliness. That's my point was.
I mean, that's okay, but again, I can't answer that because I've never experienced it. Like I said, I don't go. You're asking me if I've performed, if I find it as the same. For me to answer that, I would have had to have gone through that with the woman, and I haven't. So I can't answer that question.
I got you on that, bro.
Hey, but Johnny, question: when you're doing this and you're having sex with these women, like, because it just popped in my head now, like, are you even attempting to pull out, or are you just like busting in them anyway? Like you're like,
I'm not attempting to pull out at all. I'm just busting in.
So what happens if one of these women, has you under the pretense of she's under some type of contraceptive or whatever, and that's not the case, and she's lying to you, like a regular or whatever, and then you find out 2-3 months later she's pregnant? Then what?
I mean, then I deal with it.
If
I was man enough, I would deal with it. If I was man enough to lay down with her and do that, then I'm man enough to take care of the responsibilities. Okay. So that's why I said it's not. I can't. Like I said, I can only go off of what she say. Now, yeah, I could go and do the long way, not have sex with her on the first night, take her to the doctor, and all that. I could do that. But when I'm on vacation, I'm not thinking about that. I'm not worried about that. I want a limited time, and this is what I want. So
I respect it. I was just curious. I didn't know what you were going to say. I was curious to see your response to that. Like, if you.
Well, no, I want to go back to that other question that the other guy was asking. Like I said, and personally, I would love to answer that question, but it would be biased for me to answer it when I've never gone through it. Every girl I've talked to, actually, majority of the women I talked to, they actually preferred me not to go down, and I don't like it. So it worked out. It worked out both perfect for both of us because it's not something I'd like to do. Now, if it's my wife, then obviously I'm gonna do whatever it takes to please her. So. But like I said, if I've experienced it, I would have definitely answered that question in full.
Good point.
The one about the whole, if I feel that
that's
oral, if I would have felt like the oral satisfaction is the same on going down on a woman. But like I said, because I've never gone to that extreme with the woman. It's not my preference. Let me just say that it's not something I like. And I wouldn't do it. So I can't answer that question. That would be a question and I'm pretty sure there are people in the chat that love eating the box. So that would be a question for one of them in the chat.
Good one. Good answer. You're absolutely correct. You said you have no knowledge of that. Because I've got a few partners, they're like that too. It's just not their thing.
Yeah, now I did it back when I was in my teens, and I think that's what grossed out about it. I think maybe it was I had a bad experience. Maybe the bitch I was with, she didn't show. I don't know. I went down there and I smelled it. Just did not. So after that experience, it was never my forte again.
But you know something that's a little strange to me about what you said, Johnny? It's like and maybe I misunderstood, but if a bad chick offered you sex or she was into you and she didn't want to do it unprotected and you're not paying for it, because you're not paying and it's not your choice and you don't have to say, you're saying that you would use a condom.
Well, that depends on where it's at. If it's in the States, no. My preference, I don't prefer the women in the United States anymore.
Well,
Because
I'm not going by location. I mean, like, just in general. Like, if it was a Colombian woman or a woman from Tahiti or whatever, like, because you're not paying for it, so you don't have to say, but you're attracted to her, she's attracted to you, you would put a condom on and have sex. At least that's what I got from it.
Right. Well, no, well, and like I said before, I don't know if you heard earlier, but that's different. If I'm not paying for it and the girl says she wants to use a condom, I would tell her no problem. However, I'm gonna let you know that my dick won't get hard to penetrate you, meaning that it would more than likely just be a quick head and that's it.
Yeah,
And,
but what I
and
mean is, but what I mean is, you would be willing to have the sex. That's what I'm
well,
saying.
of
Like,
course. I
you
mean, well,
wouldn't just say no.
no, I wouldn't just say no, but I'm gonna let her know up front because in that way I leave the ball in her court. That way she already is not surprised. Why is your dick not getting hard? Well, I told you that I don't get hard with the condom, so that way she's already aware. If that
But
makes sense.
But the thing that I guess I find peculiar about that is that the end result is that you want the sensation of whatever you feel, this, whenever you're busting a nut, the satisfaction. Like, we're looking for the
Okay,
congratulations, the
okay.
celebration.
Let me just answer it in full, so that way we can all be on the same page. The bottom line is every man knows their body. I know my body. My body will not react to a condom. So if she decides to do that, my dick won't get hard. Simple as that.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is it's peculiar to me at the fact that you know, and let me give you a comparison this way. Right, I got a homeboy. I'm pretty sure y'all know Gator. Y'all know 40.
Right.
They'll offer me something. Like, they'll offer me to be in a fucking top-notch Airbnb, right? Because we want to stay together, have a good time. They'll offer me to be there, and they'll even let me stay there for free if I have to. And I will reject it, and I will choose to get my own Airbnb and pay $600 a week simply because the place that we're staying, I don't like the position of the bed. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that, like that's how my comfortability works. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm extreme with it. I don't care if it's free. Like, I'm not gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like DR. If you offered me a ticket to go, I'm not gonna say I don't like DR. I love DR. But if you offered me a ticket to go to DR for free, or for me to pay $400 round trip to go to Colombia, I'm gonna pay the $400 round trip to go to Colombia. Like, that's how my comfortability works. What I find peculiar is that you're willing to compromise on your comfortability because it's free. And I guess I find it peculiar because I can't relate to that because my comfortability doesn't have a price on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but again, to each his own. That's why I said that's what makes us all unique in our own way, because you have your opinions and in your mind it doesn't make sense, but in my mind it does. That's why I said that you really, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone in the chat has to they pick our brains, they ask the questions, you and then vice versa. We ask the questions, we pick the brains. You take that information and you do what you want to do with it. Now, whether you do it the way I am, or the way that they do it the way you are, like I said, every man is going to have their own way of doing it. Like I said, at the end of the day, the channel was really more so to be about the travel and how people roll. And like I said, I will never lie and sugarcoat things for anyone just because it's a show. I'm going to be me regardless. So whether you respect it or not respect it, it is what it is.
No, I respect it. I respect it.
And I've always,
hard to
the thing
understand.
for me, is I've always been a chance taker because in life you don't know what the results are going to be until afterwards. I could do the what ifs. I could do that all day, but I'll never know. So for me, it works out better for me. But again, for someone like you, it may not work that way, and that's okay. That's
I
okay.
agree. Yeah, I agree. Is that from my standpoint? Like I'm kind of I guess you could kind of say I guess you could say I'm in a sense I'm like a risk manager. You know what I'm saying? Like I assess risk and I take and I make moves based upon the risk and probabilities. And I guess that's why it's hard for me to really relate or like understand where you're coming from. But like you said, it's all different of perspectives. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It's very as much as I try, bro. Like it's very difficult for me to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it makes sense to you and it works for you. You know, and you know, as long as it keeps working. I guess that's a bad thing. I don't want to say if it keeps working, do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as it keeps working, that's good, man. That's all I can say. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, everyone's gonna have their own way on how they roll. You know, there are people like obviously, I'm pretty sure you're one of those ones that are not comfortable and you know have no problem paying for it. But for me, in my mind, on how it's strategized, I just can't see myself paying for something and not be comfortable. Again, that's for me. I can't speak on anybody else. But at the end of the day, you know, the nature of the fun is to have fun, do what you want to do, and you move along.
You have
That's
Johnny,
it.
you have kids?
I have one.
Oh, you have a child? Okay. What about like you have like a huge family? And I'm not trying to get personal, but like it's like your parents alive, like grandparents, like you do have a big family?
No, I mean, I have a medium-sized family. I mean, my parents are alive. I have a medium-sized family.
Oh, okay. No, I was just curious. Only reason I'm asking is because you know, like there's certain people who don't have anybody. You know what I mean? And usually people like that, like they may not have friends or family or children. Usually people like that are more willing to take a risk. You know what I mean? So that's why I was a little curious.
Yeah, no problem. I'm like I said, I'm not like I said, I'm open to questions. That's not a problem.
Woo! Wow. I'm about to end this show in a minute. It's going on 3 hours. Shit, but
Well, you way past 3 hours.
Jumping on, man.
Way past 3 hours.
What I'm gonna do with this video though, I'm gonna chop it and make it 2 videos because I think when Johnny LA came on, it's a whole nother topic. You know what I'm saying? So it'll probably be better to split it up and just title it, you know, brothers protect your neck when a brother, you know what I'm saying? Protect your body, man.
Hey yo,
everyone.
A-Dot says some real shit right now. Hey, he said I thought no one would ever surprise me more than Flint DR, but hey, that's some real shit, bro. I didn't really think anybody would surprise me more than Flint. This show is up there, Rich.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, Johnny LA, he did a few shows with a few other YouTubers. I think he was on he definitely was on O-Dub's show.
Okay.
And, was he on Dre's show also? Or what?
I was on that show one time.
TMZ. You came on TMZ.
Yeah, I was on TMZ's once, and I was on Dre's once.
Right. So the story kind of been out there, but you know.
No, this is you know I try not to be on anything. Yeah, I don't be on it like that. But this is my first time hearing of it. Like I said, I've always heard jokes in the group. I've even said jokes. You know what I'm saying? When you have brothers say like, oh, you know, oh yeah, she said put the condom on, and then I'll make a joke, and I'm like, what's a condom? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, little jokes like that. But like, it's crazy when you actually meet somebody executing it. Like, you know what I mean? Executing it hard. You're like, oh shit, like this shit is real. You know?
It's almost like when you tell a nigga jump off the bridge, but he jumped off the bridge.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you what the part that's more amazing, guys. Johnny, if Johnny was an anomaly, then it would still have that shock factor. But the shock was, and I like I said, I commend Rich for having the foresight to ask the question to the group.
All those ones.
If Johnny jumped off the bridge by himself, it's a shock. But to sit back and all of a sudden you just see bodies just splashing because there's so many bodies falling off the same bridge. That's the shock factor for me, far more than just Johnny. Because like I said, Johnny was a unicorn or anomaly. That would be one thing. But to sit back and see these dudes in the live, all of them put up those ones of raw dog and chicks outside the country. You like,
hold on, Andre. I don't think most of the guys in the audience was saying like they just go out intentionally raw dogging the girls like Johnny's doing. Like I made a mistake. I made a mistake once or twice. Either I got too drunk or the condom broke, and that's how I was answering for me personally. But I use condoms all the time. But some nights, condoms break or you get a little too wasted. But so I think most of the guys in the chat were saying, they made that mistake.
Hey, let me tell
mistakes happen. Okay, I'm with you,
Andre. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. That literally I was just gonna do when Rich asked that question. When I saw all those fucking ones in the chat getting posted in the group, when I saw all those ones getting posted in this YouTube chat after Rich asked that question, the first thing that popped in my head, I picked up my phone. I was like, yo, I'm about to leave these fucking groups that I'm in.
Oh, shit.
Yo, I promise. I picked up the phone. I was like, you know what? I'm about to get the fuck out of here, yo.
So hold on, bro. So, bro, in your travels, you've never like slipped up, or you know what I'm saying?
Never. I'll tell you a real story. I'll tell you a real story.
But he does get raw head though.
Yeah, I do get raw head. No, I do that. No, there's no denying that. I get raw head purposely. I do that purposely. But what I mean is like I've never slipped up and been too drunk to not use a condom, or it feels so good I want to take the condom off, or it feels so good I look down, the condom's not there, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna finish anyway. I've never been one of those type of dudes. Like I've always had protected. Actually, to be honest with you, the majority of my life, my sex has always been protected. With not to get too personal, but even with my wife, for the first few years of the marriage, and a lot of people don't believe me and they find it crazy, but we use condoms simply because I didn't want to have children, and she's not responsible enough for birth control pills. And at the time, we weren't thinking about getting a North. So we used condoms for 7 years.
Damn.
And this is my wife, bro. I wasn't even pulling out. You got to keep in mind, at the age of 13, 14, I wasn't sexually active, but my mom was a nurse. I used to go to Kings County Hospital, and I used to see AIDS patients. She used to make me sit down with AIDS patients and talk to these people. These people would talk to me. My mom's had books where she would show me, pictures. Like, in my mind, growing up as a youth, disease was automatic without sex. If you had sex without a condom, it was automatic. Because that's what was instilled in me, and it was a fear that she put in me. That it put that fear in me. And since then, I just always kept that mentality. Even when my relationships got serious, I would use it. Even though, like, I'm not saying like my wife is doing something else or anything like that, but it was the simple fact of she wasn't responsible enough to take birth control pills, so I would use a condom. But you see what I'm saying? But
brother, you do realize that getting the hell out of condom is risky as well. You can catch diseases like that too.
Of course, I never denied that. I said even when I said that I get head without a condom, I stated that. I stated that it's still risk. You can still catch chlamydia, you can still catch gonorrhea, you can still catch trach. There's still a lot of infections you can catch, STIs, STDs. You're not immune to it. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not like, it's not like you don't have a chance of getting it. But what I was saying is that when we're looking at risk management and we're looking at percentages and we're factoring those in, somebody getting raw head has a better chance of not catching an STD than somebody who's actually having raw intercourse, whether it's vaginal or anal. Like, this is scientific fact. You see what I'm saying? So it's no different than a person who is driving a vehicle and they have a seatbelt. Then you have another person who's driving a vehicle, he has a seatbelt, but his car has airbags as well. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's more protected. Now, obviously, if you're getting head, with a condom on and you're fucking with a condom on, you're way more protected than me. But statistically and medically, my stats of possibly contracting something by receiving oral sex is lower than somebody who's receiving intercourse.
And also the type of disease that you receive by way of intercourse is far lower when it comes to oral sex. There is no record of anybody that I know of that have gotten HIV or AIDS through oral sex that I know of. I don't know anybody that got pregnant through oral sex. So when it comes to the type of diseases that you could get, that group, that pool of disease that you can get through penetration is far higher than what you would get, as many of us already know, by way of oral sex.
And this was part of it when I first started asking Johnny questions. This is one of the things that I made that I said was pretty concerning. Like the way the subject was spoken about was as if it's safe and it's all clear. And I'm not saying that anybody on the panel was doing that purposely. I'm just saying to people who don't have experience or who are not educated or they don't know enough or just they know just a little, it can be easily perceived that way as if there's no risk. That's why when I stated, I'm not gonna lie, I do receive sex through, I do get oral sex raw. I don't like getting oral sex with a condom. I made sure immediately before and after I stated that, I explained that there's still serious risk, but the risks are lower than intercourse. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm very careful on, or I try to be careful on what I say and how I say it, especially to who I'm saying it to. You see what I'm saying? And I felt like that's kind of, I felt like a little portion of that was missing earlier in the conversation, when Johnny was telling his story, because I heard numbers like 1%, and I did it this many times, and I was like, you know what, this can be perceived the wrong way, especially to a nigga who just got his passport and he's 21 years old. You see what I'm saying? And he's looking to travel, and he already doesn't want to use condoms, and not because it makes him uncomfortable, because he just don't want to use condoms. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, hold on real quick. Let me roll something real quick for y'all. Halftime. Hold on.
Look, you don't know what I'll be getting. Heads. I might let them suck my dick, but I don't be fucking them. And they got AIDS and shit.
Stupid motherfucker, don't you know you can catch that shit from letting them suck on your dick too?
Thank you. See, I ain't sick. I ain't all skinny and shit.
Stupid ass, nigga.
Look, you don't know what I'll be getting.
That's you, nigga. No pussy getting motherfucker. Fucking them dope babies, stupid ass, nigga.
Look, you don't know what I'll be getting. You be fucking those dope heads. I might let them suck my dick, but I don't be fucking them. And they got AIDS and shit.
Stupid motherfucker, don't you know you can catch.
Man, y'all supposed to learn from that movie, man. Y'all supposed to learn from the movie.
They did the same little scene in I think The Wire one time too, but he was saying that, man, you can get it from getting head too. He like, for real? But yeah, man.
But that percentage, if you look at the percentage in comparison to
it's very low.
It's so low.
And
the doctor told me that the same thing. He was like, man, you really can't, it's more dangerous for the girls giving it than you receiving it, basically.
Yeah, it's
we can't talk about AIDS though, but you can get herpes very easily from oral.
That's not true. You're right.
Herpes from oral is easy to get. I mean, statistically, it's a.
But they have to be in a breakout though. I think they got to be in a breakout, which means it'll be kind of painful for them to even give you head in the first place.
And what I'm going to say is statistically, it's more difficult for a man to receive the disease through oral sex. And not only that, but when it comes to oral sex, okay, when you're transmitting the HIV virus, when those proteins are transmitting, it's transmitting through bodily fluids. When it comes to things like mucus, okay, there has to be a certain amount of mucus. It has to be a certain amount to create that potency to where it can actually be transferred, as compared to like blood. This is why they tell you if you have open sores or open wounds in your mouth, refrain from oral sex and things like that. Because it's an open wound, you have things that can easily pass as compared to saliva. It's no different than tongue kissing a woman who has HIV. You can tongue kiss a woman all year who has HIV with no open sores, and the odds of you actually contracting HIV by kissing her is very low because the amount of saliva or mucus that's going to go from her to you is not enough as compared to a droplet of blood which will transfer that HIV. It's totally two different things. Like, and nothing I'm telling you is just shit that I'm making up. Like I told you, this is actually science. You can look this up.
Right. Man, I appreciate everybody coming on, man. Appreciate you jumping on Johnny LA. Appreciate your honesty.
Of course, of course. Like I said, I was listening, and like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, my closing is just gonna be, we all have our opinions and how we do things and how we roll, and that's the most important. You got to make yourself happy. So if you're to make yourself happy, if you want to roll condom life all day, that's you, and then vice versa. If you want to roll with no condoms, like me, hey, that's how you roll. There's no other way to put it. Like I said, in my opinion, I don't think this show is meant to convince anybody to be. It's just basing your opinions on how life has been for you as an individual.
Right. Would you recommend the brothers scrapping it up though? Would you just recommend that?
I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm neutral. Um, Anybody in the live, you take everything that I've said, you said, everyone on the panel said, and you make it into your own. I don't like to make any decisions for anybody else's life.
But wait, Johnny, that's a little confusing to me. I understand everything that you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's hard for me to understand. Like you wouldn't recommend people to do the same or to
No, I
do
didn't say
the
that.
same?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say I wouldn't recommend. I said I'm neutral for that reason. I'm neutral, meaning that it's a yes or no. Anybody in the chat, they take the knowledge that I said, that you said, that everyone on the panel has said, and they make it into their own. That's why I don't do that, because I'm not living their lives.
Yeah,
They make their own decisions.
no, I understand what you're saying. Like everybody makes their own decision, but it's I'm trying to understand like how come from a certain standpoint one person can. I'll give you an example, right? We know that being obese or having a high level of body fat increases your risk for heart disease, for cholesterol issues, for diabetes, for a stroke. Regardless if you like to eat junk food or you like to live unhealthy, it doesn't matter. Like if I'm living that way, right, and I know I'm not going to say it's good. If I'm living that way and I know it's not the best, like you can honestly sit here and say that what you're doing, yeah, it works for you and it's good. But when we're talking about reality and health and life, it's not the best decision. It's you
Well,
can't.
see, there you go. That's your opinion. I don't know where. I think that's where we're having a miscommunication, because you're trying to put your opinion to what the reality is. You're trying to put that into the live and let everyone in the live make their own choices.
Okay, so
You
let me
can
put
base
it.
your opinion. You can
Let me.
listen. Like I said, if you notice, every time I've said this based on my experience and how I am. I never
Okay.
try to put it on someone else.
I understand that. Now, because I see where this is going and I see what's happening, I'm going to change the subject and I'm going to make it real basic to where things have to be answered. I'm assuming you believe it's better to drive with a seatbelt on.
I
Yes.
don't follow that, because, like I
Do,
said, we're
do,
not. There's two different things.
do you believe it is a lot safer to drive your vehicle in the street? And not even going to say you. Do you believe it's a lot better for people, for society, to be driving in the street their personal vehicles with their seatbelt on? Do you believe that's best? Yes or no?
I'm not gonna answer. I can't really answer that. I mean,
You
I don't think that's
believe it or not, you
well.
already answered.
Well, no, because I don't think you're trying to throw something in, and it's not the same. It's not the same situation. We're
It's
talking about one.
it is.
We're talking about one particular subject, and you went to switch the subject to something else.
That's not what I'm talking
Um,
about. What I'm talking about is this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about safety. Like you're trying to make it a certain way because you know what the answer is, but you don't want to give the answer, and
No,
that's
no, no, no,
fine.
no, 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 no. One thing, let me tell you something. You must not have watched my shows. I'm very real and I speak honesty and I speak it how it is in my opinion.
Okay.
What you're trying to do, and I see where you're going. And like I said, this is not new to me because I see you're trying to have me answer a question that again, everyone in the chat, like I said before, I don't make decisions for anyone. This is based on my opinion and my life and how I am. You
Yeah, I
take it for what it's worth.
understand.
You listen. You take it for what it's worth. Okay. Now,
But
again, the idea is for everyone that's watching, they take the whatever information we've said and they make it into their own. What you're trying to do is implicate your opinion into the chat and say that
that's
your
not
way
true.
is no. Listen. You're trying to say that your way is right, which is not the case. Let people make their own decisions.
That's not true. I never said this was wrong. I asked a simple question. Would you recommend people wear their seatbelt when they drive? Like, what's so hard about that? Like you're having a difficulty of answering something that you know statistically has proved that
It's
this
not related. No,
vehicle
no, no.
drives more than it doesn't.
What you're asking is not related to our subject that we're talking about. So no, I'm not going to answer that because it's not
Okay,
related
so
to.
then let's stick to a subject that we're talking about. Do you believe condoms are more effective than not using condoms?
Like I've said before,
Do you
I
see
don't
what I
use
mean?
condoms.
You
No, no, no.
already answered a long time ago, and you know that.
Well, again, that's your opinion. Again,
Okay,
your opinion.
all right.
All right. Guess we'll make some closing statements, or
I'll start off with a closing statement. Oh, unless somebody else wants to go first.
No, I'll go ahead. I've got some things I need to do afterwards. But once again, I commend you all for being gentlemen on this topic. No one was disrespectful. We all let each other voice our opinions. You know, it was very a grown man barbershop moment, and I appreciate that. I'm glad that Blackmen Travel actually kind of brought the topic to the forefront by just making a statement about it, that Rich should do a show on it, and all of a sudden it morphed into that. And I'm glad that the questions were presented that allow the audience to interact as well as hearing what Johnny had to say. But I have to say that, you know, everybody knows it by now from watching my channel that I'm married. And so my opinion is kind of swayed by way of being, okay, there we go, being married. But at the end of the day, I hope that no matter what you do, guys, make sure that you focus on safety first. Like the one brother just said, self-preservation and the preservation of those that are around you or with you. Because some of you dudes got to realize, you got to admit, you sharing chicks too. Because you may recommend a chick because you had her last night, and so the other brother may recommend it to you. And a lot of times you sharing chick, you don't know what your boy might be into or what your boy may or may not have. So continue to wear your condoms, brothers, because like he said, self-preservation is the first step that you want to have, and then thinking about those that are around you. And thank you, Rich, for allowing us to be on your show with this particular topic.
All good, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Bellagino. He said there are antiviral drugs out there that lower your positivity exponentially. People that's going raw a lot should at least be on them. That's true, man. You know, there are drugs out there that you can
That's a
get.
good point.
I hope everybody learned from the show, man. You know,
Yeah, I'll say my
wake up
final
call.
word. No, I'll say my final words too. Number one, Johnny. I mean, thank you for being, 100% honest, and being genuine and being truthful. I think, just like Andre said, this is something that people need. because I know, especially I needed it because, and I didn't realize that I needed it as much until I actually heard this taking place. So I do appreciate that. And for everybody else on the panel listening, whether it's now or in the future, all I can say is, like I say every time, get educated. Receive that education. Receive that education. The more you know, the more information you have, the better decisions you can make, the better conclusions you can come to. And love yourself. If you're not gonna love others, that's cool. But primarily, love yourself. That's about it.
Right. Appreciate everybody, man. Y'all have a good weekend. I'll probably do another live. Most definitely gonna do one at 9 o'clock tomorrow. I'll try to get another one in maybe tonight or tomorrow morning.
By the way, I haven't tuned in a while, but I'm looking at it now. I like the look you got going on, man. I like the way the page look.
Appreciate it, man. I'm trying to improve little things, man. Shout out to Mattress Time over there. I took the donations and got me a little banner made and overlay made on the page. Appreciate them donations,
Right.
y'all. Trying to give back to the community, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So I mean, on the real, man, it's a lot of guys that travel that don't be using condoms, man. I mean, that's just what it is, man. I've been on trips, man. Niggas is asking me to borrow condoms and like, yo, you got some rubbers, man? Yo. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas out here with no rubbers? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. This was a very good topic to have, man. It's a very good topic because I'll be shocked when I'll be talking to dudes and they be raw dogging these girls. I'll be like, bro, you got a death wish or something? And these be successful brothers. These ain't brothers you would think would be doing that. Like I say, two doctors be out here doing what they be doing. So I don't know, man. The best place to get some cheap rubbers, not cheap rubbers, but condoms is Amazon, bro. You can buy like 3 boxes for like $5. So
wait, you said when you say 2 doctors, you talking about 2 medical doctors?
A medical doctor in Brazil and a medical doctor. I ain't gonna put his information out there, but a very successful medical doctor in the DR. And I'll be like, bro, you wildin'. And he'd be tongue kissing the girls, everything. It'd be backfiring on him. I'd be like, bro, I don't think you should have did that, but do you?
Yeah,
but
make sure y'all
every man, like you said, brother, every man is responsible for his own actions, man. It's really about what your risk factor is, because that guy is saying that he's risking it, doing what he's doing to be comfortable. The brother Johnny, I play poker, I gamble a little bit. Somebody might think I'm crazy because I like to gamble, So it's all about your risk factor. But I don't risk my health, you know what I'm saying? And I damn sure don't trust no woman I know is kind of out there like that. So personally, fellas, please just strap up. If it's uncomfortable, just use some lube, man. Step your game up, get some lube. Use the rubbers, bro. Find a rubber. I had to do this though. I did have to do this. I did have to find a rubber that was comfortable for me. And I think Johnny, that's what my suggestion to Johnny. You got some rubbers you can order. They from Japanese rubbers. They skinless, all this shit. And that would be my suggestion, man. Just find a rubber that's comfortable for you.
I'll just say this is my closing. Like I said, obviously my opinion is going to be different. I will. So since now we're on the closing argument, I'll just say, I personally don't think it's a bad idea to not use condoms. For anyone that's listening in the chat, you can pull up things online and you can see it for yourself. Pores, as long as it's not open to the woman, you don't be exposed. And for me, like I said, how I am, I would never use condoms because it's not a comfortable sensation. There are brothers out there that don't use condoms. Like I said before, try it out there. Don't use condoms. I'll say that. Don't use condoms if it's someone that's going to be your regular. Don't use condoms.
Damn. All right. Well, if I don't end the show, it ain't gonna never end, man. So I appreciate everybody coming on.
Peace. Nice to meet you.
Yo, y'all niggas use condoms.
No,